and do it to me right now.
Oh my God, that was so good. This is CCTV, the nonstop pop show, where we provide our unfiltered, honest opinions on all global pop music. And we talk a lot of British pop music here. And we're finally talking about Atomic Kitten.
Yay!
Yay!
Atomic
So I've actually been a fan for over 20 years.
Oh.
And I've seen them live a few times, actually. But this is the first time that you have actually heard anything apart from the singles, right?
When you single, I heard the tide is high, but I'm
No,
on-
I played
That's
you
it.
a few through the years, I'm sure.
Oh, you have. Yeah. When we
Yeah.
first did our British invasion into my brain, you were
Yeah,
like,
so
this is
you'll be
something you need to
getting
know.
a variety of opinions today.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
So old fan
'Cause-
versus new fan.
Right. So let's start with the debut album because it is celebrating its 25th anniversary.
Wow.
Yes. So they first released Right Now in the UK in March 2000, and even a bit earlier than that in Japan. But they ultimately re-released it in August 2001 after the success of Whole Again, and of course the member switch of Jenny replacing Kerry as well.
Right.
And so the original UK release of the album peaked at number 39 in the UK albums chart, which actually did put the group at risk of being dropped, but by the time they did the re-release over a year later, it was a huge success. It hit number 1 in the UK and found success all across the world, including Asia, which is why I knew Atomic Kitten so well. So we will honor this 2001 re-release for the episode today. There's a lot of other tracks, though, because the original Kerry version of the album is different. The Japanese version of the album is different.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of B-sides. So let us know in the comments if you'd like to hear us do or talk about some
All
of
of
those
them.
songs
Right.
as well. All right, so let's dive into Right Now. We'll talk about the production, vocals, visuals, performances of each song, and then drop our individual ratings. Drop your ratings, too, in the comments.
Yes.
And of course, viewer discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. So before we get into the actual sonics of the album, we're going to get into the aesthetic, the visuals of the album covers. We have a Japanese release, we have the first UK release, and then we have the 2001 re-release. So we have 3 different versions of an album, and we got to see a lineup change in real time through them. All right. So starting with the Japanese one.
Okay.
I know it's so random. It's like, Japanese, why? Because thinking about the name Atomic Kitten just sounds like a manga or an anime. So I think it's just
Totally sounds like a J-pop girl group, for
girl-
sure.
exactly. It sounds like something
Yeah.
that sounds very like perfect for that. And I love how colorful it is. You can see each of the girls' like personality. Natasha's reaching, Carrie's doing the like, yeah. It's very colorful. It's very bright. It's very girl next door-y. And then you have the first UK release with the marquee.
The cinema awning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
marquee.
it's so serious. I don't know about
Very
that.
odd choice, I will
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I'm not in love with it, and I'm just trying to figure out what right now. Like right now, what the heck is that supposed to mean?
And rated R as well. Like, they were very young.
Rated R right now. I'm trying. I'm reaching. Like my back is itching, but we're
Yeah, and like,
trying.
it's very serious. Like, Liz and
Yeah.
Kerry are doing their best not to smile. Natasha couldn't help but do a little smirk here.
She's like, I might beat you up. I don't
this
know.
doesn't
Like,
match the album at all. Like, the Japanese version totally matches the album. It's so
Totally.
bubblegum, so bright, very
Yes.
young and energetic.
yes.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
UK original release is not it. This
Do you
cover.
think it's because they were trying to like, if you think about all the bodies of work that were out, you had like with the All Saints kind of vibe going, you had Sugar Babes, you had all these really cool people, and then you have Atomic Kitten, and they're like, yeah. So I think maybe they were like trying to match that like seriousness,
Right,
I-
but
it would have made them stand out more.
right, but having heard the 4 singles leading up to the album,
Yeah.
yes, Follow Me was a little bit more serious, but those first 3 singles are as poppy as you
I
can get.
know. No, you're so right. They,
So,
they should
like,
have
who
leaned
would
into
buy this
it.
album unless you kind of knew those 3 songs going in? You know what I mean?
No, that's valid.
Yeah. Anyway, well, then we have the ultimate 2001 re-release with Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just a regular photo shoot photo. It looks like they're in front of a window with blinds down.
Stop. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, their hair has personality. I will say that.
Yeah.
Um,
Liz and her highlights here.
I love Liz's like choppy highlight. I love the
Yeah.
chunky highlight. I like the chunky highlights. And then you see like the shift in terms of like the 2 girls Tasha and Liz look so like young, and then Jenny's like, "I'm hot. Hi."
Yes.
You know, like the older sister, which isn't terrible, but it's very interesting to see like how like sweet and like young they look. And then she doesn't look old. Not saying that, but she looks like, "Hi, I'm your older sister. You want to get babysat too?" Like it's giving. Um,
Yes.
but even the logo is like silver and sleek looking. You know, like all these little different
Mm,
kind of things matter, I guess, in terms of like their not genetic makeup, but the makeup of the group. I don't know what the thought
yeah.
process was. Maybe it was just random. It was like, hey, listen, we have a new girl. Let's just re-release this crap. Who knows? But
I mean, it is amazing how big a
mm,
difference it makes between Kerry and Jenny.
yeah,
It's
no, you're
not
so
just
right.
it's not just replacing Kerry with another blonde woman. Like it's literally a very different energy
Yeah.
and fully changed the Sonics as well. I mean, you could say Whole again really kind of changed their whole direction.
Oh yeah, sure.
But yeah. So when they re-released it with Jenny, I think so she did re-record a lot of the songs. They did remix a lot of the songs as well.
Hmm.
But then I don't think Carrie was actually on a lot of the album. So most of
Oh,
the songs I think they just were able to kind of, keep it
right.
where it was. And then they did put Sia and I Want Your Love in their original forms at the very end
Yes, yes,
in kind of
yes.
like a back then kind of little section.
That's so funny. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I did notice that. Yeah, yeah, I did notice.
All right. So let's get into the album,
Yes.
starting with Right Now.
Right now.
Yeah. So this was done by Absolute, Stuart Kershaw, and Andy McCluskey. It was released as the group's debut single in November 1999, peaking at number 10 in the UK singles chart, and the group re-recorded the song twice. So the first time was to replace Carrie's vocals with Jenny's,
Uh-huh.
but again, they actually re-recorded it in 2004 for the group's greatest hits album, which peaked at number 8.
Yes. All right. So right now, oh, you know, this song is it's maximum Y2K flirt pop. It's clean. It's bright, but built like a trampoline. Like it's very bouncy. The strings in this song are so buoyant and bouncy. It sounds like a bunch of springs in a rainbow colored mattress. Like that's how I could like like if
Yeah.
I had to create like an imagery for someone, AI generate an image for this song. I just think that the song is um really fun, and it is that disco that people do enjoy, but something about it is a little bit different because there is another disco-esque song on the album, but I don't know if it's as um exciting as this one. A little
Yeah.
mild spoiler. But yeah, I thought I wrote like I want a song like this. It's perfect. And also it's nice to hear girls that can actually sing. It's refreshing because I think if you have a trio and 2/3 of that group can give you two different tones, you're in good hands. I
Mhm.
mean, like if you think about like 702, it's very like three girls, two like strong singers, and then one that's like giving you the looks and the vibe, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. If you have like 5 people, then I'm like, "What's happening?" You know, I gotta say with Atomic Kitten, specifically with Natasha,
Mm.
my girl, I remember when you showed me them on that reunion show.
Yes, the
Was
big reunion.
Yes, my big fat reunion because I keep mixing up big Greek wedding. Yeah. So the I remember I made this face. I was like, "Chris,
Mm.
what's she mixed with?" And you were like and you were like, "Why?" I was like, I don't know, it's just something." But her tone, like, I knew there was some Blizzak in there, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that she couldn't sing well without the genetics, but there was something in her voice that made me
Mhm.
go, "The ancestors are calling me." Like, I was like, "Something's something."
Very soulful.
Yeah, there's something there, and I was like, "This is not like one of those, like, ashy singer voices." I was like, "I'm gonna sing right there." Like, it wasn't like she was embodying anything. It's just her tone is just husky. And then you have Liz, who's pure pop, and it feels airy and bright, and has that slight tight nasality that is perfect for pop. It's a good balance because you have someone who can really give you that, "Ooh, baby," and you have someone that goes that,
Yes.
"Yeah, baby," and you need that.
Yes, that's
You
right.
need that in the group. And then if you think about even with, Carrie, she is the youth
Yes.
energetically,
Yes.
So I think all around, not a bad group to have put together.
Yeah.
And then lyrically, it is hilariously direct. So come on, baby, do it to me right now. Like, come on, the music, like, I'm
It's a
like,
little dirty, but yeah.
yeah, a little bit, like, because I was like, give it to me right now, do it to me right now, before I knew the song, right?
Yeah, I know.
But I think that the meaning is wild, but the song is so fun, so you can kind of get around it, you know. So
Yes.
we like
Yeah.
that.
You like that. I think also, when we'll get to the visuals later, but like they also kept it very youthful.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't think they really know what they're singing about. So it's okay. It's kind of
You,
one of those things.
you think they didn't know? You're
I
making me
mean, I'm
feel
sure
like
they did, but
yeah.
when they performed it, they didn't
Yes.
do all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Natasha was sitting there hitting it with the hands and the Natasha, I love you. She said, "You're making me,"
Mm.
and then Liz with her bob.
Yes. First off, this
Yeah.
was produced by Absolute, who we
Mm.
love. Of course, they
Yes.
did a lot of the Spice Girls stuff. Say over there, who do you think you are? Ah,
I mean, we reviewed so much Spice Girls, like it makes sense. You're right.
yes,
Yeah.
great production team. Because it's just so much energy.
Mm-hmm.
It has so much energy just within it. It's so bubbly. It's just so much fun that the way they did it. Like even the backing track alone is so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, I think this was a great debut song. It's attention grabbing. It's catchy. I think everything about it is just very attention grabbing because
Yeah.
you were belting it before we started. They
It's
are
tough.
belting.
It's tough. Like the
Yeah.
verses are like full chest. There's no
Full chest, everything. And there's ad libs all over. From the first chorus, they're already doing those ad libs as well.
yeah, it's so funny. I'm like Jesus.
And yeah, I fully agree with you on the voice. I love the dynamic between Natasha and Liz.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
balance each other out so well. And as you get into the album, when there's some very kind of pure harmonies between the two of them,
Yeah.
they sound so good together.
Mhm.
And yeah, look, Kerry, not the most technically great singer,
Right.
but having now watched, the documentaries and stuff like that, like that's not what she was there for. She was
Yeah.
there for the energy. She
Yeah.
had the charisma. And
Yeah.
so I think it kind of works that I think this kind of belting kind of just like kind of childlike kind of execution on her
yeah.
end works in this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
But then you get Jenny's version
Oh.
where she then gets up, she kind of tries to put it on a little bit, but it's just not natural for her. She's not a
Yeah.
belter.
No.
know.
Yeah.
She's the whisperer, the belty one.
Yes, she is.
So she tries it with this one, but
Yeah.
and you still hear that kind of raspiness in there. And look, she does sound older. Like
Yeah, she
Carrie
does.
really does sound very youthful. So
Yeah.
that's just going to be natural. But
That's so
yeah.
funny to me.
Make me believe that you want it. And make me believe that you'll always be true. Make me believe that you want it. And make me believe that you'll always be true.
But no, this is super, super fun. And I think it's aged like well in the sense that if you were to try to find quality songs from this type of sound, this
Yeah.
fits in really well.
It does. I think it does. I mean, if you
Yeah.
were like listening to S Club Steps, if you were listening to Spice Girls and this
Yeah.
came out, you wouldn't be like, what's
It's
that? You'd be like,
accessible for that. Yeah.
yeah, like totally, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, strong debut single, I think.
Mhm.
What did you think of the music video?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the music video, I think when I was watching the documentary or even just listening to the song and correlating it to the video, I do appreciate that like maintaining of their youthfulness because I mean, no shade to Cat's Eye whatsoever or any other girl group like that. But if you look at Cat's Eye, they're like what age 17 and 20, 22 is the eldest.
Sure.
And the way that they dress are very trendy. But what's trendy right now for women that are a little bit older are the little short, skimpy shorts, you know what I'm saying? And like the Miu Miu skirt that looks like a belt. And it's one of those things where like either people are like, yes, it's giving, or like, where your clothes at? Like for me, I'm like, whatever. For me, whatever. I get why people are like, oh, no, girl, no. Whereas if you get a girl group like TLC or Destiny's Child, they were still doing like Destiny's Child is probably like a close equivalent. They would wear skirts sometimes, or like maybe one person would be wearing pants. It wouldn't be just like everybody's cheeks out, right? Or everyone's like little belly button are out. With this one, because the style was like the tight shirt and the cargos, they lean more into that, but there were other fashion choices that they could have made. They could have had like low cut tops. They could have had higher crops as well, but they kept it really innocent because the song is already saying something that
Sexy,
girls
sexy
that
time.
age, quote unquote, should not be.
Yeah.
Girls that age shouldn't, quote unquote, shouldn't be saying. But let's be real, high schoolers, what I have heard, some are like, out and about because they're too busy. And some are out and about because they zipping and zooing it. And it's okay you zipping and zooing it. I was not one of them zipping and zooers. But for them to be singing about this and to be sitting there like, not wearing quote unquote half naked,
Yeah.
it does matter. So I do appreciate the mall run through. I appreciate seeing the set being made. The iconography of that TNT kitty was perfect.
Yes.
It was fresh. It was fun. I watch it a lot, the video. I think it was just super cute how the tunnel was almost like one of those little like cheesy slides that you don't know like if it's like structurally sound or not. Like if you go in it, it might just detach. Like
Yeah.
I just love the tunnel. And then like their little dance break was super cute.
Oh, yeah,
Like
the little floor scoot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they could have did a lot of stuff. But yeah, I think just the kitty was memorable. The fashion was trendy, on brand, and it was youthful. So I think it was very well put together. So
Yes. I mean, the stage is literally like Kids Bop fantasy.
oh my god. Yeah, it looks like one of those TV shows. Those
Yes,
yeah.
it totally does. And I mean that in a good way, of course. Like,
Yes.
I thought they did a really good job. It's just, again,
Yeah.
it was just so bright, and it mixed with all of the little footage of them just kind of running around London doing random things. Was
Yeah.
perfect. That
Yeah.
it wasn't just kind of a standard kind of studio video. I thought they did a really good job with it.
Yes, love
And
it.
then, yeah, speaking of the choreography too,
Mhm.
first off, just in the performances, they are giving like they are giving
Yeah.
so much energy.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Jeez Louise.
But yeah, the choreography, I mean, they kept quite true to it through the years.
Yeah.
But it's simple, but it's effective. All the posing
Oh my god,
and the
yeah.
snapping back and forth. You got that
Yeah.
little butt slap thing
Yeah.
situation going on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Honestly, I like their choreography. I'm probably gonna say a lot, but they've had better choreography than what Girls Aloud had back in the day. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
who their choreographer was before. I'm so sorry if you've gotten better, but at the time you needed work.
Oh.
So that being
We
said,
should talk about Right Now 2004 too, because
oh
they did
yes.
re-record it a couple of years later. It's crazy that, God, the lives of these pop groups was so short.
Yeah.
Like it was like 3 albums and done, and then it's like
Greatest hits. Don't forget the greatest hit you think to sing
yeah,
second and
3
third
albums and then the
album.
greatest hits, and then you're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, first
Mm.
off, I thought it was a fun idea that they re-recorded their debut single for the greatest hits.
Yeah. I
It kind
agree.
of takes it full circle, which I'm not mad at. What do you think of the new version? Much slicker.
Oh
This time it was
yeah.
produced by Ash House and Martin Harrington.
I mean,
So still a dance track, more
yeah.
bassy, no more bubbles though, really.
Yeah, no bounce. It was just more
Yeah,
like,
much more restrained vocal.
yeah, it was more like coasting and cruising as opposed to bouncing. And I think it's okay. 'Cause I think that when you get a little bit older, you might want to like not maybe feel like you're on speed when you're when you're telling someone at age 20 something to give you the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're a
Mm,
little bit younger, it's like ha ha hee hee ho ho ho. But when you get older, you may not want to sound as give it to me, give it to me, give it to me right now. So like
yeah.
it sounds like
Well, this time you do. I mean, you were doing that whole body roll thing
yeah,
before.
we
They
got
do
the
that now.
mm-hmm.
You get that
The
little
harmonies are
slow
different
down
too.
bridge. Yes,
Yes.
much more
So
dynamic here.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's like a lot more like ooey gooey. My favorite kind of word was
there's a whole lower octave like
yes,
layer. Yeah, so
yes.
it's
They
just
like
much more grounded. Yeah,
yes. The harmony is stacked differently. It sounds a little bit more like R&B ish. And then
yeah,
I cannot think of the section right now, but yeah, the point is it definitely does not sound like 16-year-olds singing. It sounds like young 20s.
yes.
And I think that is good because you don't want to sit there and put a greatest hits out, re-record it, and have it sound exactly the same. So I think that was a smart choice. It's chic and it also falls in line with the music that they would end up releasing.
Yes.
So it's just clever,
Little
smart,
full
smart.
circle moment. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so their debut single, what do you rate it?
Oh, okay. This is my 10. So this is where I'm coming from.
Oh,
Yeah, this is where I'm
wow.
coming. So this is my style. I like this.
Yeah.
It's very like. So yeah, this is my first 10. So if you guys need any indication of like where I'm going, my
Okay.
taste. But yeah, what's your score?
I'll go a 9.
Why? What's wrong with you? I feel like I know your 10. All right, up next we have Follow Me, and this was done by Trevor Steele, John Holliday, Lucy Abbott, Sarah Ecker, Don Joseph, Steve Robinson, and Pete Kearney. And this was released as the group's fourth single in the UK in October 2000, and it peaked at number 20 in the UK singles chart.
Whenever you're thinking that love's unkind, follow me.
Okay, Follow Me. I would say this is probably like the forgotten single usually, because it was kind of like, wasn't that successful. And then of course then got kind of overpowered by Whole Again
Oh,
and the whole
yeah.
thing. And they did do it on the first tour, and then it kind of was, just kind of forgotten about after that. Like, I'm questioning if it was even on the Greatest Hits album.
I'm in tears.
I'm actually gonna look because I'm curious now. Yeah, they didn't even put it on the Greatest Hits album.
Damn.
And they even put You Are and Cradle, which technically were not really singles at that
Singles,
point.
yeah. Oh,
But
wow.
better songs, maybe? Question mark. We'll see.
Yikes.
I actually like this song though. I do think it's a bit faceless. Like, it kind of could be sung by anyone. But it has that youthful vibe while still toning it down to be this a little bit more kind of like light R&B ish
Yeah,
inspired,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I think because of the way they're executing it, especially because I think Liz is the one leading the chorus this
Mhm.
time, and the way she's singing it, it's like she kept that legality that you were
Yeah.
talking about. So it sounds like a very young
Yeah.
execution still, so that it kind of balances out well. Because you could totally rejig the song and be done by like an older woman. Like,
You could have been a vampire. Somebody
Ex-
better harm me from my
Exactly.
down.
exactly. Oh my gosh.
Could have been
Um, I mean, overall, it does get a bit churchy. Like, that choir, the backing vocals are so choir-y.
Follow me.
Yes, I'm surprised there's not more like step and
Yeah.
snaps. Yeah, in the choreo. We'll talk about the choreo in a second because it's a lot.
Okay.
But
Oh my god, yeah.
but honestly, I think just listening to the backing track, I actually like it. Like, the guitar loop is kind of cool. There's like an
Yeah.
interesting energy to it. They put kind of an interesting effect on it to make it more staccato
Yeah.
as well. The chorus, I like the verses more than the chorus.
It could have been a while sometime. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
what you mean. Yeah.
Like, the
Yeah.
chorus is just a bit cheesy, I would say. It does have kind of a sing-along quality to it.
I
Like, I think if you rewrote it to be like a church song, like, you could see like this would be like what you sing at like the children, when the
No, for real.
children
Yeah, like,
gather after the mass.
yeah, no, legit, it's like it's a song that you would say, like, this is a song in Jesus' voice. Follow me. La da 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 da. Yeah,
Yes,
no, yeah, no.
exactly.
That's valid. That's so valid.
I do, of course, have to shout out Natasha though, because she is just belting her face off.
Oh my god. Yeah. She
This is
saved
one of the
it.
ones I'm pretty sure Kerry is not on.
Yeah,
But
no.
Natasha,
She
I
tried.
mean, she is holding it down. Liz sounds great in her
Yeah.
parts,
Yeah.
but dang.
You could have been, you could have been, you could have been. Where it echoes in. Yeah.
So yeah, I can see why the label chose it as a single.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have chosen something else at the time? Like, given what we know the album was, probably. But I can
Yeah.
see why they were like, let's try and choose something a little bit more low key to try and just like show some depth.
I
I don't
guess,
know.
but I mean, like, I think Honey's was a little bit like after this,
I think around the same
around
time,
the same time,
right?
because Honey's
Yeah,
kind of went the same route like this too, right?
yeah.
I mean, we talked about them on our show already, and then we had like Eternal. Eternal was way earlier, but
Oh, Honey's is
um,
right. It was before this.
right,
It was
but
a
Honey's
little
was right
before
before.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a feel. I'm like, I feel it in my bones because Honey's
Yeah.
went through the same route, and then Eternal kind of had this whole like, you know, was it like pop, but like kind of leaning toward like that diva pop,
Yes.
but also gospel. But like they had Esther, and Esther's,
Yeah.
you know, her gullet could like really belt. This one is interesting because like you're trying to toe the line between like pop and not. If I were to describe the song though, I'm just trying to give you like an imagery to really help sell it to me and you. It's like a forward motion in terms of like where it's going because like yeah,
Yeah.
the guitar is like kind of we're merrily we roll along down the street. Yeah, we're just keep on going. Forward feelings and forward platform sneakers. It's still kind of like bouncy and youthful and fun. So I appreciate that. Like,
Mhm.
let's go forward. Let's go together. love, you know? Um, and then you have that chorus that reminds me so much of Vitamin C, the graduation song. As we go
Oh,
on, it has that kind of
wow.
like we want you to sing along to this.
Yes.
You know, otherwise, why have Liz do the lead on that? Just to kind of create
Mm,
because it sounds a little bit more poppier there. Um, but yeah, I feel like this is more like an R&B inspired version of that, like repeatedly scribbling someone's name in your notebook kind of way, where you're just like, I like this person. I want them to follow me. Like not like social media follow me, but like come into my arms. Let's be
mm,
together. Because I think at the end of the day, the song is about love. It isn't about like
yeah.
saving anyone from the darkness. You know, so, like, as much
It
as it
could
sounds,
easily be written that way, though.
it could be yes, like Angel of Mine's Eternal into Angel of Mine, Monica's into like a love
Uh,
song. Yeah, listen, y'all. If it's your first time here, we know our stuff. But yeah, I think in the UK track list, it lands early for the pacing that like keeping you from that fun pop mode before the emotional center starts to creep in a
sure.
little bit more. So I appreciate that. The bridge is my favorite part for sure. Um, and I think the music video confuses me the
Oh,
most out
yeah.
of the song.
Clearly, the budget they spent it all on "I Want Your Love."
I'm crying.
That's this
No,
is
I mean, if you think about it, they utilized every single bit of effects that they had at their disposable. I mean, disposal, excuse me. I mean, the clouds, the glitter that looks like fire. There's a point in the video where they look like
sure.
they're dancing in flames because the glitter was just so saturated, and I
Uh
was like,
huh.
"Why are they on fire?" They weren't on fire. It was um, they had like the 3D like Epcot little
Disco ball situation.
dancing on. So yeah, I think they put a lot of effort in. The girls look really pretty. I do think it's interesting though, in the video, they're dressed like casually and cute, like in the like first half of it. And then suddenly they're like on a rooftop with a dragon on it, dancing in a black dress. I think the hottie cutie balance was just unbalanced. Like it was just like, well, why are we talking about the beds? A lot of beds in the video. But I
Mhm.
guess you want to sell it up a little bit. And then the dancing was, I don't know. The dancing is trying to be like hip hop. Yeah, they were like head bopping themselves to death. Like we're sugar babes would sit there and sway to death. Round and round, baby. You know, they do the whole
Yeah.
these girls crack, 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 snaps. No, it was a
Yeah.
lot. Like
It
they
was a
give
lot of
energy.
neck.
But I would rather that energy from yesteryear than like someone just staring at the camera like this.
Yes.
You know, so I'll take
That's
it.
because
Like
yeah, right. They were giving a lot of face as well. They were doing what they could.
they
Because
could.
imagine
Yeah.
what the situation was. They were like, now you're standing on a giant disco ball with clouds behind you. Imagine it. Go. And they're just like in front of the screen, and it's like,
No, you're so right, actually.
and then
Yeah.
now there's like this giant weird statue behind you.
Oh
Keep
yeah.
dancing. Like it's
Oh,
just like, wait, what? Like, where are we? Like, what are we doing? I
don't
don't know.
worry about it, love. We got you.
You know, like it was definitely giving random Windows 98 backgrounds or something. You know, just like
Yes.
what's happening?
Yeah. You're like, yo, the kids are gonna love this. Like,
Yeah. But the choreography, I will say, first off,
mhm. Mhm.
whoever styled them had not seen the choreography because they had them in some of these like tight.
The black dresses, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they're like doing all this
Yeah.
like leaping
Yeah.
and spinning and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like, oh wow,
Yeah,
yeah, they
no.
didn't think this through. And also this time, they could not sing live doing this choreo.
Oh, no. It
Like
was
it was
so much.
like like that pre-chorus too, where they have to go way up.
Yeah.
It's like if you watch the choreography, they're like doing some spin or something. It's like, oh, okay, they did
Yeah.
not think they were going to sing this
It's too
live because
much.
this was a lot of jumping and whipping and stuff for this song. I will say though, the eventual tour performance with Jenny eventually was very, very cute. Like just them vibing with each other.
Yeah.
And Liz is like doing all those backing vocals by herself. Like she was carrying that so well.
Stop, 'cause yes. Poor baby.
Yeah. So I don't not like the song. I
Mhm.
think I think it gets forgotten about because
Yeah.
I think like you said, it is very early on in the sequence. And I think there are better songs on this album, so I tend not to go back to this one. But then when it comes on, I'm kind of like, oh, this is like a cute song.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll give it an 8.
Okay. I gave it a 7.5.
Okay. You can make me whole again. Okay. Yes. The next song is "Whole Again." This was done by Engine, Stuart Kershaw, Jem Godfrey, Pill Padley, and Andy McCluskey. So, this song was originally recorded with spoken word verses by Kerry. But when the group was about to lose their record deal, Andy and Stuart convinced the record label to give them one more chance, and they decided to re-record Whole Again with melodies and release it as the group's final attempt at a single.
That was so funny, dude.
And in addition to that, during promotions of the single, Kerry announced that she was leaving the group, so Jenny dropped in halfway through and took over promotions of the single. And she
That's-
seemed to be a lucky charm because the single went #1 in the UK and it became a huge hit, and it remains one of the biggest selling girl group singles of all time ever in the UK. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's #3.
get out
I
of
think
here.
it's Never Ever, Wannabe, and this.
Oh,
Someone
speaking-
correct me if I'm wrong. That's just off the top of my head. So,
wow. That's
Impressive. yeah. Also, the original music video, which has 2 versions, because there's a Kerry version and a
Mhm.
Jenny version,
Yes.
was of course filmed on a shoestring budget. So a new music video was re-recorded for the planned US release, which unfortunately was ultimately canceled, and then they sold the song to Play.
Oh my God, yes, I heard the play version.
So anyway,
Yeah.
this song has lived a lot of lives. Also, they eventually actually re-recorded again quite recently, actually, just a few years ago, because this football team started using it as their theme song.
What?
Yeah. So they actually re-recorded the song as Southgate, You're the One.
Oh, yes. Okay. That makes sense. Oh,
And even Jenny came back to do the promotion. So we actually had a little mini reunion because this song had a random resurgence. So we
with a
love that.
football team. That's crazy. A football club brought it back. That's insane.
Mhm.
Also, someone from Eurovision, I think 2023, actually performed. I don't know what country he was from, but he actually made
Oh.
an Atomic Kitten cover, made this EDM dance thing. He recreated the Atomic Kitten cover, was just 3 of him instead of 3 girls. It was silly. But
This song has just, wow, lived lots of lives.
yes.
Turn me on. You can make me whole again.
Okay, so I obviously am a bit biased, right? Because this is the first song I ever heard of Atomic Kittens, and it
Oh.
was huge in Hong Kong. We're talking played everywhere. I remember seeing that music video all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, the song was literally everywhere.
Get out of here. Oh my God. I can't say I knew this song until you showed
Well, it
me
never hit the
it.
US. That release was canceled.
Yeah, I know, but how did I get into K-pop? It's just one of those songs I didn't know.
Yeah.
I knew Mystique's, Scandalous. I mean, that came to the US too.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a more, how do you say? This is this is a less soul and R&B version of Never Ever by All Saints for me. It leans more into the gospel with the organs, and then just the way it kind of marches on to. I know I keep making this funny Baptist church version of it. Looking back on where we first met.
Yep.
Oh, it sounds like a church choir. I'm
Totally.
not
I mean,
and
they've
I'm like-
performed it with the church choir.
right. 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 So I was just okay. But I think with the spoken part, they decided instead of just the beginning of it, with Never Ever, they were oh, let's do the whole song. And then they were oh, wait, let's not do the whole song.
Wait. I think we need to talk about Kerry's version.
Okay, yes. Carrie's.
Because,
Did I always start the fight? Yeah, her
well,
version.
I think the accent's very interesting. Clearly, she's not using her Liverpool accent. She,
No.
tried to put on an American accent.
She did.
And then it's it's just so funny how she tried to make it sound so thoughtful,
Yeah.
you
But then she was trying to fight to sound I'm just laughing and
joking.
joking with another guy. I was what is happening?
I mean,
Not her
it's so
fault.
funny because you have these moments at church too where it suddenly turns to a spoken word situation,
Oh.
you
Oh,
know,
you think,
where it's they start giving a
yeah,
what's
a
it
testimony of some
called?
sort.
Not testimony, but a
Sermon,
yeah,
preaching.
sermon. Yeah, sermon
Yeah.
just happens in the middle of the song before
Oh,
it
yeah.
continues.
You know what? That is the beauty of the Baptist church. I can't lie. It's They were like, and I said, dun, dun, you know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 and it starts to dance. Yeah.
It's like the priest is saying all this
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
advice and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then the
yeah.
choir comes in every, couple of 8 counts to
Yes!
sing this
Jesus.
chorus.
Yeah.
And then he continues. That's what that version gives. And I think it's amazing. I think it's
That is
hilarious.
that explains so much as to what the thought behind it was. I'm glad they kind of left it behind because again, you already had All Saints doing it in the beginning. For you to do it the whole song, oh my god! But then do it in the bridge, I'm like, okay, okay.
It turns it
But
into a moment.
right.
Yeah.
Not just like, is this y'all trying to copy it? There's nothing wrong with following a structure that's been proven effective, especially if you've done it really properly. But I think having it makes this feel like an emotional curveball. This is that song that um makes people think. Atomic Kitten, you think fun singles, but also, oh wait, they can do that. And I think that this makes sense, right, with right now. Um Sonically, this also like or lyrically reminds me of, like, "Walk On by Dionne Warwick." The "If you see me walking down the street and I start to
Yes.
cry each time we meet." It's the same kinda concept where it's just like, "My life is kinda stinky without you," but this one kinda takes it a whole 'nother step, with, like, "I'm whole again," you know? I am a "you can make me whole again" kinda girly when it comes to my feelings, so I can relate to that, like,
Mm.
I'll move on, but I don't forget very easily, but yeah, I think that's why I like the song, but I have to say I do not care for this chorus. Like, gasp, gasp. Like,
British people, come for Chantel. She's coming for your classic.
come on, blame me in the comments. I really don't care. I have nerves of steel. But yeah, Atomic Kitten fans, you're gonna have to flame me. I'm sorry. I just think that the chorus is okay. I like the verses though. But that
Yeah.
looking back on where we first met, I'm like, I don't know, something about it, and then it just cuts off. You can make me whole again. And I just like, okay, whatever. Like, I
Not
don't.
your creepy smile.
That's what they were doing in the video anyway. So I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what else could have been said in the chorus, right? Maybe I needed it twice, but it does come eventually. But I just, Also, controversial take. I do like Kerry's version of the
The spoken
bridge.
bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more than Jenny's because I think
No, I'm kidding.
But you can make me whole again. But you can make me whole again.
this is like how people react when I'm like, well, Heidi was there. They're like, no, Siobhan. I'm like, but Heidi was there. I'm like, I'm not defending anyone. I'm just saying, like, she was there, you know? So y'all gotta start acting like Heidi wasn't there. That's for another episode. Watch our Sugar Baby episodes. But yeah, I think Jenny embodies that like the you still turn me on part of the chorus because she's like, you can make me whole again. You know, like, she has like that
Yeah.
like sultry kind of thing, and Carrie's like, this kind of sucks that we broke up. And I just feel like it feels like a teenage girl breaking up with her
Very true.
boyfriend. So I like that vulnerability where Jenny's just like, if you did give me a call, I might answer. Like like
Yeah.
the difference
I
between
love that. Yeah.
like the difference between Bella Hadid breaking up with you,
Mm.
and like maybe Millie Bobby Brown. Like it's just what do you think of when you see these two women? Sweet Girl Next Door from Stranger Things or a model that was dating The Weeknd?
Oh my God, that's amazing. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of discourse of like Kerry version versus Jenny version.
I'm
So
crying.
we're playing right into it.
Ooh,
No,
yes.
I totally actually agree with you here. I like
Mhm.
both versions because I think I'm just used to Jenny's version.
Mm,
Like I'm
that's
kind of
valid.
used to the kind of sultriness that she brings, but I agree, it's very smexy.
Yeah,
And
she's
actually,
hot.
there's a few different. I remember they actually added Whole Again as a bonus track on the Asian version of the second album. Getting very, very specific here.
That's amazing. Yeah,
But
no.
for some reason, that version has a different vocal from Jenny in the bridge.
What are they doing?
And it's almost a little bit less, it's a little less sultry like that, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah,
we need some more
very interesting.
emoting. Yeah.
So I love the chorus to this
Okay.
because I think it is
Uh-huh.
very simple,
Uh-huh.
but there is something very heartfelt about it, but also something very innocent about it as well. Like kind of naive about it
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. Neat.
And so I think also because it was just hammered into my brain as
Mm-hmm.
well. I'm just biased.
Oh, that's valid.
Yeah.
That's a lot of y'all fans out there. Just want to let y'all.
And then thirdly, is this my third? I've ran out of.
Yes, it's your third.
Okay.
Yes.
Thirdly, I have witnessed this live
Mm.
in a few different locations
Mm-hmm.
outside, like in the harbor in Hong Kong.
Oh wow. Okay.
I've witnessed it at a gay club in London, and I've witnessed it in an arena in Manchester.
Wow. Different
And
sizes, different
every
demos.
time this song comes on and you
Uh-huh.
have the whole crowd screaming this song together,
That's
I mean,
powerful.
maybe it kind of feels like church, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like a moment.
You still turn me on.
Exactly.
Make me all again.
Exactly. And of course, now when they perform it, they have the whole extended version that's like made for the sing along. So they do the chorus like 20 times at the end.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
But it really is a moment every
Yeah.
time. So I think I'm just biased as I've had these experiences with this song,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
That's valid.
We do need to talk about the music video because, of course, they made a big deal
Mm.
about how they were given no budget, so they kind of just had to do the simplest thing possible. But of course, Overload by the Sugar Babes came out just a few months before this, so clearly they stole this idea.
Oh my God. Scandal.
Scandal. I will say, what's distracting for me? I wish they didn't film it all in slow-mo.
Oh my God. With the.
I say this a lot, but every time we see slow-mo stuff, because it's like the mouth doesn't fully match, and then I get distracted by it not fully matching. And then there are moments where they're like, I can't tell if they're mirrored or I don't know. And I'm like,
okay.
wait, I'm like, in this shot, she's mirrored. I just get distracted because it's just
Oh,
so
her
much
passing
easier
over?
to see all the changes, you
I'm
know?
like,
But the overall idea of them like all overlaying each other and stuff is fun.
yeah.
And it made it easy for them to then slot in Jenny.
You know what? Yeah. I feel bad for the girls. They had to film it twice.
Well,
Like-
3 times because we got that American
Oh,
video
that's right, they
too.
did. Oh God. No, I meant the overlapping.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, oh my God. Like, again, same studio, same director. Let's get it done. Like, you know, like.
Well,
I
I think Natasha and Liz, they didn't refilm it, did they? They just did the group shots with Jenny.
The group shot, yes,
Yeah,
yes. No, you're right. My bad. My bad. I was like, wait. No, I know what I saw. The group shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the U.S. version, by the way. I want to make that very clear. I hate the U.S. version of the video.
Yes. If someone can remind us,
Sorry.
I mean, maybe
whoever-
Pop Unlimited. I forget if you mentioned this in your documentary. I forget exactly why the U.S. release got canceled. I forget if it was a 9/11
Mhm.
thing.
I think it was, though.
That's what I think as well.
Yeah.
But I would love a reminder. If anyone remembers what happened, I'm
Yes.
very curious if it would have done anything.
Mm. You know,
Because
what the interest-
unfortunately for them, the Tide is High didn't do too much for them.
which stinks. I mean, I feel like the way
Yeah.
the song was, if they had released it right before, not trying to be funny, but like right before everything had happened, it probably would have been a very emotional kind of song to kind of like, you know, especially the title of it, the meaning of it. I think it would have been like really big. I know we want to be like respectful. I want to be respectful as well. It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, interesting. Like, because everyone knows about Mariah Carey talking about, oh, no one wants to hear about 9/11. But literally, she was talking about how one of her songs didn't do well, or people it kind of went back to Hero because of that. Because people use music, media, they use the arts to escape their reality, right? So I think if this song had come out right before then, it could have been a bigger song. I'm
Interesting.
not saying that you should use tragedy to sit there and propel yourself into stardom, but I'm just if the tide was in their favor. If they had an auspicious day that they
Yeah.
released it, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
it probably would have been a big song with or without the
Hmm.
tragedy, honestly. Because I think it's not a bad song. I think it fit within the concept of what was happening with music anyway. And there are 3 beautiful women singing about missing a man and missing love. Like I think this song would have been fun in America. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I am a little confused by the US music video.
I hate it.
I mean, nothing happens in it. And then they must have been so expensive to pay all those extras.
You know what? It's that whole like follow me. Sounds like church over gathering all the people like a cult.
Right. I
I
mean, I
hated that.
appreciated the giant kitten head that they turned into at the end.
That was cute. Isn't that like a Coca-Cola commercial where they gather everyone on a hill?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So I think okay, cool, I guess.
Mm.
But yeah, the whole like it's just a little lazy. They look gorgeous though, but the whole follow me so we can go dance in a random park is a little like not
Yeah.
it for me. Okay, but that's not the reason why my score is the way it is.
Oh no, what's your score?
Oh. I don't know if you're like afraid for me or just worried about like how bad it is. I don't know. Yeah, what's your score?
I have to give it a 10.
Oh,
Again,
this
though,
is
I'm
good.
biased.
Okay, mine's an 8.5. I'm not in love with the
Oh,
song. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's
yeah,
not like, oh my God.
you're right.
Song's gonna be so bad. Get mad. Also, feel free to at me. I really don't mind. I'm not an argumentative person, but I do like to hear people's reactions. What do you mean? You don't know what you're talking about? I don't. So let's move right along to our next song, Eternal Flame. And this was done by Billy Steinberg, Susanna Hoffs, and Tom Kelly. And it was produced by Ray Ruffin. And this is a cover of the Bangles' 1989 hit of the same name. And this was released as a single in July 2001 and hit #1 in the UK. And again, was a hit around the world.
Burning an eternal flame.
Okay, so you got another ballad.
Yes. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like,
Mhm.
they were like, okay, you just suddenly found all this new success with Whole Again. I can see why the label was like, we got to release something that would be appealing to the fans of Whole Again.
Oof, yeah.
And let's do something even safer by doing a
Mhm.
cover of a song where we know it was already a hit. You know? So I can see why they did this just from a business perspective.
Yeah.
And I actually think it's a great choice. Like, the original version is already such a pretty song and it's well known. It's used in
Mhm.
so many movies and stuff, I feel like.
Oh,
And it's just so delicate in the way that it's produced and the way that it's vocally done.
yeah.
So then you have the Kittens version where you have Natasha again just belting her face off.
Eternal flame. I was like, you better go off. You better go.
And then while they kept the kind of main dun dun
Mhm.
dun dun, they kind of kept that. But then it's kind of far back in the mix, and they kind of pushed up the acoustic guitar and gave it kind of the super pop beat and these like keyboard strings. There is an original version on, I guess, the album that's just Natasha singing, and it's much closer to the original
Yeah.
Bangles version. But the single version, they definitely modernized it for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. And I think they did a good job. And of course, this is where Jenny finally, she just becomes, from moving forward, she's been given the role of all the spoken, breathy parts. So now they've added the random, call my name,
Oh my God, yeah.
call my name,
Yes.
randomly through it as well.
Come through ASMR. Welcome. Coming in, coming in.
And then they kept the churchy backing vocals as well.
Oh, yes. You know what? I don't mind the ad-libs the background vocals.
Yeah.
I will say it sounds like it's a completely different person. I'm like, is that a session singer? Because it doesn't sound
There's
like them.
definitely other people there.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
is not Jenny.
I'm not bad at it, but I was just like, that's not even Liz, honey. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, y'all don't sound like this. The Bangles wrote a good song. Atomic Kitten's production elevated it because I will say the original was definitely for the snails. And this is not because I'm a person who likes to stream my music and I'm like, oh, I need shorter songs. It was just a little bit for the snails. This is the kind of song you make love to. You know, I get it. But
Yeah.
but boy, it was slow. So I like the Atomic Kittens like no disrespect to the Bangles, great artists. But yeah, Atomic Kitten gave it a little bit of oomph. So shout out to the producers. I think this feels like something an R&B group from the 90s would have done as a B-side, like straight up in the deep part of the album. Like no one would have really paid attention to it because it is like a cover or because it is quote unquote so simple. But I think it's like not fully there in a sense where it's like, well, name one R&B girl group. Right now I can't. But there is some random girl group like ex-girlfriend or something that would have done this song justice or some other group that y'all may or may not even know of. But yeah, I just feel like it's not fully there in terms of like the like the whole like R&B 90s, like, yeah, baby, baby, yeah, that the way they used to say. But there are sweetener vocals and harmonies in the verses and throughout the song that make it feel a little bit more R&B in terms of the choices of the harmonies and how they are melodically structured. And it adds depth to the song as well. The original version with the guitar break was interesting, and then the original version with the guitar break has like I like it, and then there's a version of it that has like the strings.
Mhm.
the first original version, and then the
Yeah,
newer
yeah,
version
yeah.
with the single version. Sorry, excuse me, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference is stark because one has like guitars and you're like, ooh, kind of smexy, and then you have the original, and it sounds like it was made for AC radio, and I was like, ooh, an older woman could be singing this right now. But the
Mhm.
harmonies are still there, still giving me, R&B. Um, I think the lines like, say my name and the sun shines through the rain. We love that. It gives me the feels. I think the song is a good follow-up for Hooligan, but thematically it is the same. However, I would say I like this a little bit more. Um, Also, I would say that Jenny's verse isn't my favorite tonally. Like,
Yes.
it she's not a bad singer, but texturally speaking, it just wasn't, like, in the pocket for me. It just was not giving, like, "Ooh, ooh," you know?
Yeah, I think they didn't really know what to do with Jenny at this
Mhm,
point. I would say as we get
mhm.
through their discography, they found her spot, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds a little bit of a struggle, but then it also kind of works because there's like a yearning to this song.
Uh-huh.
So her kind of sounding like she's like almost gonna break or almost gonna cry a little bit kind of
Yeah.
works.
It's emotive, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love Liz's execution actually as well in
Oh
her
my god,
verse.
yes. Yeah.
Very delicate, very beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
Liz flows nicely, yeah.
Uh-huh. What do you think of the video?
Oh my god, I love the video. Okay, so because this is like the first time when they tried to do like the hot, like smexy thing with the outfits being super tight and it made sense. Like, oh
Yeah.
my god. And it just looked really good. It's simple. I love that sound state that they're in with the lighting fixtures and like the blue. Like, it just looks so good. Also, I don't know what's up with Jenny, but Shit Girl was on the she was
She was sick.
okay, because she was honey.
She was ill.
She was working it though, but I was like, my girl is laying there like like,
Asleep.
yeah, I mean, it was giving smexy slumber. It was giving, Quincy comatose, but it was just
Mhm.
she was laid out. And I was like, poor baby, what's going on? But now that I know it makes sense. But she looked good. She looked so good. But I was like, my girl is on the floor. Okay.
Yes, I love the kind of mirrored floor
Yes.
because it made
Mm-hmm.
for some really beautiful shots.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, made it feel kind of angelic, like they're in this like I don't know,
Yes.
like
I
you're
mean,
you're in like this limbo with these sirens. I don't know. It's very interesting.
come on, Limbo.
Um, the choreography though makes me laugh for this
Oh
song.
my God.
I think they
Like,
just didn't know what to do for it, but they have them doing these like
hmm
hard hit
the hip
hips.
hop.
Yeah, yeah, and
Like,
they're in this triangle formation the whole time.
yes.
And then just randomly, when there's a random, moment for a extended note, they just do an arm,
Yeah. And Natasha's off on the side, so fly.
and then back to the hip
Yeah.
hits. Yeah, it's like okay, wow.
Their live performance makes me laugh all the time because one thing about them is they can sing. And whoever
Yes,
said they could not sing is foolish because Natasha was sitting there, she said, ba, 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 flame, ba, 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 flame. She did it like 3 times, right? Like she just gets it.
yes, they did do it acoustically on the Greatest Hits tour as well, which I thought was very nice.
Yes, acoustic is very
So
nice. Yes, it was very
yes,
nice. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Fans, 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 fans. So can I just say there's a remix with this
mm,
rapper named P1 that
mm,
the remix sounds like something that Dark Child came up with. Like the rap in that version though is so irrelevant to the plot of the song. Like the song is about yearning and craving and wanting love again, and this man is just on here for freaking vibes. They're like, we need a Dark Child kind of remix. We need a black guy, and they found him, and they were like, and he's like, Bengals, we revamping, bust you, clutch you, knock you off the charts, then I nudge you, and I'm like, no, no way. There is no way. And then it has nothing to do with the theme of the song. And then he mentions having Riz. So Riz has been around for a while, but he's mentioned having Riz and other stuff. Oh my God. But then,
I have not heard this.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Listen. He's like, we all bump you, clutch you, rock you, And I was like, sir, y'all couldn't find a good rapper? Like, I'm a rap
You should
fan.
have just had Jenny do it.
Ooh, Lord. And with that, what's your score?
Bring Kerry back.
Okay, imagine.
Close your
Close it.
eyes.
Oh, goodness. Can you imagine? Just laughing and joking.
I give it a 9. I give Eternal Flame a 9.
Yeah. I'll match you and give it a 9 too.
Moving on to Tomorrow and Tonight, done by
Mhm.
Ray Ruffin, Andy McCluskey, and Stuart Kershaw. And this is one of the new tracks recorded for the Jenny re-release of the album.
Oh, yes.
We're finally at an album track.
Oh, hello, album
Yeah.
track. I like the cat and mouse string plucking. For some reason, it reminded me a little bit of Liberty X.
Oh,
Like the intro.
yeah.
And I think, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I think there was a lot of like, before the internet, there was a lot of, how can we make this kind of sound like that? You know, and that's fine. That's fine. But this one, I kind of heard it and I was like, what song by Liberty X does a little string plucky like this? From the first album. We reviewed the album. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. But the point is, I heard a little something. I'm like, kind of reminds me of, oh,
Liberty
doom,
X would be
doom,
a few
doom.
years after this, actually.
Maybe just a little bit more.
Oh, that dent, the like
Yeah.
staccato, like
Yeah, it's the staccato. Thank you. That is the proper terminology that I should have been using. The string plucking, the staccato of it all. I like that.
yeah.
I like the lyric, need a little sunshine, I need a little light. Something about knowing that the relationship is not right and then suffering at the hands of it. I think there's a lot of people that go through it, especially young people, because you don't know any better. You're like, I want to fight for this love. And you're like, girl, stop fighting. Stop, put the cape down, you know? Like yearning for the
Cheryl,
man.
go away.
Who? Chezza, we love you. Chezza, we love you. Watch our Pop 101 about Cheryl Cole.
Yep.
We talk about her whole career. But yeah, I think like the yearning for the man, like we've got some standing up. We got to stand up for ourselves now. We've yearned for the man a couple songs now. Okay, no more weak in the knees. And I also like the whole like tomorrow you're gonna beg to stay. Tomorrow you'll simply walk away. Can I tell you?
Mhm.
Who I haven't had that issue because I refuse to go home with men, but there are countless people I know that are just like, I want this to work, but I don't want this to work because I'm working my body, you know? And I get that. Still be just your fool, yeah. You know, it's like
Perfect. Jenny would be proud.
thank you. But yeah, I love the harmonies between Liz and Tasha singing together. Oh,
Yeah.
my favorite, I think, on the album. Like da, 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 da. I love it. I
Yes.
just it's very it just it smooths a part of my brain so that part can stop thinking. I just sit there and let that sit in that part of my head.
Yes.
And then you have like a deeper voice, like I said, the still was wonderful, yeah. That throws me off. I don't know who that is.
I'm pretty sure that Andy and Stuart are all over this album because there are male backing vocals throughout.
Mm, I know this because Lord
Yeah.
Jesus.
But, when they perform it, Jenny is holding that part down.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. Because we do not need still be just a fool, yeah. We don't need that. Like what the heck?
Oh, God. Yeah, I like this one a lot, actually. This is one I kind of forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
This is one I never really, this is one, not the song I ever really thought much about, I think, at the time. But then coming
Not.
back to it, and we watched the tour together as well a
That's
few
what made me
weeks
like it.
ago. And I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. The backing track is funky. It feels a bit mysterious, but there's also like almost a silliness to it as well. Like, I
Yeah.
think because of that kind of dun dun, I don't
Yeah,
know.
the plunkety plunk plunk.
Yeah. And then even just the structure of it all, you have these kind of like low talk
You
singing
see me as a woman,
verses.
baby. You
And then there's
see-
like this dramatic plea throughout it as well with this like 3-part harmony, which then Natasha just starts belting all over. And then the chorus does that more like, yeah, tonight you want to stay, but tomorrow you're going to walk away. Like this kind
Yeah.
of like heartfelt, like
Yeah.
more like pleading kind of, I don't know,
Weak in the knee.
situation.
Stand up.
So yeah, it's very interesting just as a song. And then you have Jenny come through with that little spoken bit.
Sorry. Yeah, with that spoken bed, your whole demeanor changes.
I just embody Jenny every time.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's why. And it always catches me off guard because I'm like, what is he? That's amazing.
Anyway,
Yeah.
this song I've now saved it to some playlists. This was not on any playlist before.
Oh, snap. Okay. You know what? I would say, even
It's
though
grown
it's
on me. Yeah.
this- I agree. It's grown on me as well. And I think it's not as famous as the big hitters, but it's doing sequencing work, keeping the album from becoming a ballad only therapy session. So, because of that, I have given it, it was sitting at a 7.5 for me,
Mhm.
but I watched the live performances. And I think I like the live delivery a little bit more than the track itself. And I think it's
Yeah.
important. It's important because it made me like the song. So I'll give it an 8. Yeah, nice 8.
Okay, I will match you with the 8.
All right. Up next is Get Real, and it's done by Stuart Kershaw, Andy McCluskey, and Engine. Sorry, y'all.
Not that pose. Oh, man.
If you're not watching the show, I don't know what to tell you. Like we're almost at what, like 8K almost. Like you might as well let's get there. Okay. You're missing my awesome gestures.
Get real. You gotta.
This one is weird.
I knew you were gonna say something.
I said that. The last song was kind of funky.
Yeah.
I mean, this song is really funky.
Yeah.
Funky.
Mhm.
But again, I'm kind of here for it. I don't think I really
Yeah?
understood this song as a kid,
Mhm.
maybe.
Okay.
But
That's
now I'm
valid.
kind of like, okay. Like, it definitely is experimental for sure. But I kind of like the kind of surf
Okay, yeah.
guitar kind of situation along with these
Mhm.
like really high synths.
Yeah.
They kind of pierce through you. You
Mhm.
get this like really forward drum loop in there.
Yeah.
And then you have lyrics that don't really talk about anything. They're just like, just dance, like just enjoy the vibe. Like this is really giving like, I don't know. Yeah, like a random like beach club that you're at.
I would
And
say
there's
yeah, it's
just
like one
like
of
a
those
band that's just like funk in the
obligatory
back. Yeah.
obligatory dance track on every girl group. Like every boy group has like a "This is our name of the band" in the song, like and then every girl group has like a "Gotta dance with me, baby, let it go, dance with me," like every girl group needs one of those.
But then this one has that like Atomic Kitten kind of like weirdness. I don't know, like the verses.
Yeah.
Do you wanna dance and sing?
You wanna dance and sing? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just like, wait, what?
Little
And then they're
minions.
just like,
Mhm.
just dance, it's fine. And then you
Yeah.
have like Natasha doing these like woo 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 woo. She's just like
Can I say they were like,
ripping.
how much of you is black? Can you like that's what was given? I'm like, wow, yeah, wow. I was like making noise. That's not what she did, but like, just give
Like
me-
but it's fun.
it is. Yeah.
It's fun. And then when they perform it too, like they seem to
Mhm.
be having a lot of fun with it too. So I'm not mad at this at all as an album track.
You know what? They're having as much fun as we are having.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this Atomic Kittens Get Real feels like something the producers made to have fun, like we've been saying, which I appreciate as well. And I'm not gonna lie, it like I said, it does have moments where it's like white dudes trying to throw a bunch of hip words to fit the sonic atmosphere of the
Yeah,
track.
the backbone slip.
Yeah, honey.
Then you hit the hip or whatever.
Yeah. I have it. I was like, let your backbone slip, put it on your hip, let it slide right down, get it on that tip. Translation. Let's get loose. Get with the vibe of what's happening. If it's dancing, then dance. Okay? So basically this song is about
Wow.
I mean, think about it. If you sit there, let your backbone it sounds like some weird it sounds like some sorry. Atomic Kittens Get Real sounds like some weird 70s, like, some pimp talking about some, you gotta let your backbone slip, put it on your hip, slide down, we get on. It just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody wrote it to sound like 70s. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is okay, whatever. You have Natasha, so one drop, whatever. So, but my thing is like, the whole vibe is if it's just go with the flow of what's happening between us, if it's a connection, like let's be on it, be on that cool tip, basically a cool vibe, be on the cool tip, the chill tip, on the R&B tip. Y'all heard it back in the R&B days.
Yeah.
Or ooh, on the TLC tip. So on that
Mm.
TLC vibe, so let it happen is what the song is saying, but like in a cool way, yeah. And I like that there are funk elements. This is not so unserious. And I like that there is funk elements and there's a road piano and there's a call response in the song. Like it's meant to be sung to, sung back to, crowd participation. You know the words.
Yeah.
If you do, sorry. If you don't, sorry, you're missing out.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like the song's cute.
Yeah. I do think it's unfortunate. This is another one I don't think Kerry is in at all. But there's so many little spoken bits that she could have done.
Oh,
You know,
totally.
you gotta.
Yeah. Yeah.
All that stuff. So anyway,
Can you imagine
they
what
were
they
just
had
like, maybe not that part. Okay, so what do you rate this one?
I'm sorry. Oh man, I will get. This one's tough because I'm like I see what they're trying to do, but also it feels a little like, what are you trying to do? So because of that, I'm gonna let it sit at a. It's not as. I'll give it an 8. It was close to a 7.5, but I'll give it an 8. I'll let it.
I was the same as you. I had it at a 7.5, but I like re-listened to the album this morning just right before we were doing this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bump it up to an 8.
Yeah, look at us getting on that tip. Let's go.
All right, next up is Turn Me On, done by Stuart Kershaw, Annie McCluskey, and Engine.
You just turn me on and on.
Okay. So we're back to the disco.
Mm.
And this one, classic disco, it's a sonic response to right now. And
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to anyone here. I do enjoy when an album has at least 2 songs of similar sonics. Either the structures are similar and the production is different, or the productions are pretty much like hand in hand, but different kind of delivery or something, just something that just ties it back together so that the song choices on the album don't feel super random and kind of like checks mix, see what you get, you know?
Mhm.
I like the lyric, if you want to see me because you want to, that's okay. Because I'm going to make you feel you're going to need me every day. I love that. That's a thesis statement. Set the tone.
Yeah.
I love that. Give me some more of that, baby. On and on. Right?
Yeah.
Think of that. She's
Yes.
so noisy. On and on.
And then, I mean, you got Liz leading the chorus too. So then it ends
Yes.
up again being a nice balance because she does a very straightforward, you just turn me on. And then you get Natasha kind of belting all over it. So it's just a
Mhm.
great balance there. So randomly, the full a cappella of this song actually leaked a few years ago.
Oh.
So random. Like out of all their songs, this one
Why?
did. But you get it's like the raw vocal. So it's Natasha's vocal takes. Like in the studio, you get all the layers of the oohs and the ahs and the chorus backing vocals. You
Yes.
have Liz's kind of raw chorus. It's bizarre that it's there, like the full isolated vocal. But it's out there.
No Kerry, no
So
Jenny?
I can't so there's a part of the backing vocal that I thought was Jenny.
Mhm.
But I was like, there's no reason that they would bring her in just to do a couple oohs and
Oohs and
ahs.
ahs.
So
Yeah.
I think it's Natasha actually.
Oh, okay, go
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Go off. Okay.
But fans, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I will say this song, it's fun, but it is a little basic.
Yes, it doesn't
You
go
know?
anywhere crazy. It just has
Yeah.
moments, like
I
Tosh
think
moments.
what elevates it is the vocal.
Yeah. It just
Because like melodically, like the chorus is very simple, but like
Yeah.
again, you have that dynamic between Natasha and Liz, like it really works and it kind of makes it kind of
Yeah.
elevates it a little bit. And I would say this makes sense as I agree with you. If you're a fan of like right now and even I Want Your Love, I could see this being like more up your alley than some of the stuff that we've heard so far.
Right.
So this as like their B-side promotion, which we call it in K-pop, like they performed this all over the TV shows at the time.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
think
Yeah.
they were like trying to balance, like, don't worry, I know yes, we started doing all these ballads like Whole Again, Eternal Flame, but don't worry, we're still fun. So they started
Right.
performing this everywhere. So yeah, this had its moment, which was nice.
You know what? I'm not mad at it. I do wish that I would have loved like a spoken part in this song, you know?
Oh
Like a little
yeah.
a
Instead
Sugar
of
Hill.
on and on, just over and over again.
Yeah, a little Sugar Hill gang, Rapper's Delight would have been cute,
Yeah.
like a little moment in Jenny or Carrie's
And
voice.
Jenny, you just turn me on.
Like,
Just-
you just turn me on like a record. You just something. You just turn me on. Do it all night
Ooh.
long. Ba, 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 ba. On and on, just turn me on. Something. Oh, you know
Ooh.
what I mean?
Wait, we should buy these a cappella steps
We
and make
should.
a remix.
He's just my voice because I don't know how to do it. We should buy the steps. Come on, y'all. Come on. DJ CCTV pops in the house. Live vocals and Chris pointing in that button. Now I'm like, okay.
That would
But
be
yeah.
my role, yes.
And I would totally be able to do it. 'Cause I'm like, I can't think you think I'll just press. You'd be pretty
Oh,
good
man.
DJs, I think. But yeah, this is classic Y2K
Yes.
PG-13 flirty pop. It's suggestive
Mhm.
enough to feel naughty, but clean enough to play on daytime radio between the shampoo ads. It's not about lyrical complexity.
Mm.
Vibe, momentum, and again, body language, not
Yes.
diary entries. So
Yes.
this song, Me Gusta, not a lot because it's missing certain elements. So I will leave it at an 8.
I will give it an 8 as well. Solid album track.
Yes.
Yes. So we're halfway through the album. And if you're still here, you're clearly having fun with us. So you should follow us everywhere at CCTV Pops on all social media. And you can hang out with us unfiltered and have some exclusive live sessions and the ability to help pick future episode topics by joining the crew at patreon.com/CCTV Pops. Yay.
Okay, so let's get back to it with Hippy. And this was done by Andy McCluskey, Stuart Kershaw, Engine, and Pete Craigie.
Say that love is an open door.
Okay. We're back to kind of the weird.
Not the weird. We're back to the weird.
This one, I mean, it has that kind of plinky plunky kind of like mysterious spy situation that Tomorrow and Tonight did.
Okay, yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. You know, like, it's just like it's like
Oh,
where
yeah.
are we
Does
sneaking
it?
off to?
You're so silly. Wait, doesn't it in the beginning give you Booty Call by All Saints?
Totally.
Thank you.
Yes, but in a much more juvenile way.
Yes. The string of it and
Yeah.
the R&B groove, the bounce. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
just like
yeah.
bring it on, bring it
I
on.
get that as a
Bring
reference.
Bring it
Yes.
on. Let me sit
Look at you.
We have done a couple episodes of All
We
Saints.
have. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do the next All Saints album. Oh my gosh, we need
I
to
know.
add that to our schedule.
Oh yes, we will. We will,
Yes.
guys. We
Oh
will.
my
We
God.
promise.
Yes. This is another one. I feel like, yeah, all these album tracks, because I'm going to be honest, I love, spoiler alert, I love the second and third Atomic Kitten albums. Like, I think among, like, just classic girl group pop,
Yeah.
they are so good.
Oh, you're selling it, man. I'm gonna have to check it out.
They're so good. And so I tend to actually forget about this first album a little bit.
That's
So
valid.
revisiting this has been great. And this is another one where I remember as a kid, I was kind of like, I don't really get this. But now I'm kind of like, this is actually kind of a cool song.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Also, I love that it's titled Hippy.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure they don't use that word at all
Nope.
in the lyrics. Yeah.
Nope.
But then if you actually read it, it's like, oh, this man, but they're using it like this man says he's a hippie, talking all about freedom and love, but he's actually so controlling and selfish. I love that.
No, it was like when like the long-haired, like handsome bearded man was like, "Come here." He's actually a cult leader. It's giving.
Right. Exactly. And yes,
Yeah.
you mentioned the Natasha Liz harmony, this chorus.
Yeah.
Wow. Especially when they do it live as
Yeah.
well. They sound so good together. That blend feels so natural in that chorus. And then you get those little whispered ad libs that
Yeah.
are just perfect for Miss Jenny. Which I'm
K-pop.
not actually sure if it's her on the track.
I don't think so either, dude. I was trying to figure it out too. I'm like, that sounds like a black lady.
And then I like tried to find the old Kerry version, and the ones labeled Kerry version are this version.
Yeah, it sounds like a random black lady. Maybe,
So I was
maybe
like-
not a black lady, but it sounds like the same.
Oh,
like a
I was
songwriter.
actually wondering if it was just like Liz, just like trying to do a really breathy thing.
Like a songwriter. I think it's a songwriter.
You think
Could
it's a
be.
songwriter?
Maybe.
You
Maybe.
think it's Stuart or Andy?
I'm into that they know. They have
Someone tell us. Liz, Andy,
right.
Jenny?
One brain cell. Oh my god. I will even with all of my All Saints booty call references, like I think what this song does, what Hippie does with is actually lean more into the strings and just keep it throughout the song, which I think is good. Because otherwise, if you would have just left it alone and just gone for like the kind of like R&B swing, it would have been like a straight up copy. So to kind of use that as your hook sonic or your hook sound or whatever, I think that's good. But yeah, I think the song is sonically cooler than what I was expecting from them when I heard the album. And I like that because to be so young and having this kind of song is good because sonically it doesn't sound like right now It doesn't sound like I mean, Hold Again, yeah, I guess, but Hold Again sounds like it's almost too old for them. This is
Mhm.
kinda somewhere in the middle where it's cool still, and they're talking about a boyfriend that makes them feel trapped and uncomfortable and how they wanna do their own thing, and it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, when you're no matter what age you are, but especially when you're young. Say you meet a guy, and he's a little bit older than you, and you're like, "Oh, it's so cool. He's, like, so free, and he skips school or whatever," or, like, he's in college, and I'm, like, a senior in high school. I have a college boyfriend, he has a car. And then you're like, "You know what? The whole checking up on me every place I go," and not that I'm saying I've had this experience, but, like, I've heard stories. It
Mhm.
happens because 'Cause they're like, "Oh, Imma control you because 'cause you're younger," or something, or maybe they're the same age, whatever. But when you're a young girl, you make choices. When you're a young person, period, you make choices. And
Mhm.
you're like, "Oh, this is a good idea." The spoken bridge added nails to this coffin of the relationship, and I loved it. The guy is evil. He
I
calls
love
his
the
name.
whispering there too.
Yeah.
"I'm hearing
He
what you said." Blah, blah,
what
blah,
is
blah,
this?
blah.
"I'm hearing what you say." I'm crying that accent.
That's the lyric, right?
No, yeah, and it's like something about he uses and abuses, and I was like, "What, drugs?" It might be. I'm joking, but I know the meaning, but it was just funny because I was like, "Abuses, uses, what are we using?"
Mm,
But you know what? I like it though. It's not angry, it's not a strong delivery, it's just like, kinda like, I'm over it, like, dude, just toodles.
mm,
Toodles, baby.
yes. So, yes, what do you rate it?
I will give it I will give it a 7.5 because I can't quite it doesn't really stick out to me, but it's not bad.
Mm. I'm sticking to the 8. Lots of 8s for me
Mhm.
on this album. Yeah,
I
which is
respect
a
that.
great score. Solid,
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
Okay, moving on to You Are, done by Steve Mack, Wayne Hector, Paul Gendler, and Ali Tennant. And this was one of the new songs recorded for the 2001 re release. And the original album version features just Natasha on lead vocals for the verses. And then for
Mhm,
the single, they lightly remixed it and had Liz split the lead with her. And the
mhm.
single found success in a few different territories, but it actually was not released fully or properly in the UK due to their busy overseas promotional schedule. And they were going to film the music video in New York, but plans were scrapped due to 9/11. So this is kind of the single that almost was. So it was
Yes.
released in some territories, and they promoted it everywhere, but it never was released in the UK.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You are my reason.
Okay. From what I read, this song was supposed to go to Westlife, right? I mean, we haven't done any Westlife
Oh, we
song.
need to.
But I mean, yeah, I know. It's
Yeah,
been a
well,
long time coming.
Steve
He
Mack is
produced it, right?
known for his Westlife productions. He ended up working a lot with the Saturdays as well,
Mhm.
later on. So
Mm.
kind of sonically, it kind of makes sense. Like this could totally be a Saturday song actually as well,
Okay, you know
right?
what? We did the,
On your
oh my
radar.
god, On Your Radar, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got before then. I mean, after that, the whole ballad moments, right?
Yeah.
I think having a Steve Mack produced mid-tempo ballad is good, it's
Yeah.
fun. Could you imagine if Westlife have I mean, Beaches love songs about men saying that, "You're good enough and you're the reason I breathe." Hi, I'm Beaches. Beaches is me. I love it. I can't
I
imagine.
mean, let's be real. Shane and Mark could definitely pull this song off for
Mhm.
sure. Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I am Beaches. However, this feels like typical pop, kind of boring, but like likable. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like the background vocals aren't the girls. This is the one I was like, this sounds like somebody else singing, like a songwriter that worked on it, or
Session
like a session
singer.
singer. Yeah, and it's not
Yeah.
a bad thing, but I was just like, it's giving that anyone could sing it thing.
Mhm.
It's feeding into my little conspiracy about that. The strings are the most memorable in terms of the production. And I think that's the most identifiable part of the song, which is good. Like when the song starts, you want people to go, "Oh my God, it's this song." The bridge. Honey, Jenny is articulating. She says, "I'd say I'm emphatic. This urgency's automatic." And then she whispers, "Habit." In the last line. I was like, girl, if you don't, I need you to too. I need to hit habit. Okay.
Oh, Jenny.
Yeah, I'm not mad at her at all. It was just so funny
I
because
love
you
it. Every time she comes on, it's like a moment.
Mhm.
You know?
Like Michelle Williams, you
Yes.
know? It's just so funny because she said, "Is I say I'm emphatic. This urgency is automatic. Habits." I know why you whispering the T, girl. Hit that T as hard as you hit the other ones. And then honestly, like just watching them perform it as well. It is interesting because like you see how their like style is more hip. It's a little bit more chic.
Yes.
And it feels like older women. It feels like,
Yes. They
you know?
really matured them very quickly within 1 year.
Yes.
It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy watching their like initial performances of Whole Again.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's like only like 9 or 10 months later, and then it's like You Are.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just skipping straight to the music video first,
Yeah.
they look so mature in that. You got the
Yeah.
long blonde extensions for Natasha.
Yes.
Like
The
they're
black.
wearing these with the pleather
The
leather
yes.
latex situation.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sitting on the chairs,
Yeah.
hitting yeah, the midriff. We
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I think I have a soft spot for this song because I remember there was quite a lot of buzz about the song. And
Oh.
yes, I think again, looking at a business perspective, it is a very safe release.
Mm.
It is
Mhm.
still trying to keep in line with you loved Whole Again, you loved Eternal Flame, we'll give you another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And then now you got Steve Mack, he's a hit
Yeah.
maker.
Hit
And so
maker.
it's like, oh, now they're bigger, so then they get some bigger names as well. Right.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me as a single release. And I'm curious. Not even curious. I feel like it would have actually done really well.
Mhm.
But I think they were just like scared to ruin their run on number ones or something at that point. So
He said, "Let's not rock the boat."
it's fine. They still included it on the greatest hits. So they know they still treat it as a single, I feel like.
Respect.
But yeah, I think just as a fan at the time, I remember all the fans being like, what do you mean you pulled the release? Like kind of like right before. So like for that, I'm like, oh, this song like deserved better. Because I actually do think it is a nice song. I do agree with you, it is a tad faceless. Like it could really be sung by anyone. But again,
Mhm.
I think that's where the vocal actually elevates it a bit.
Oh, okay.
Because I think Natasha soulfulness here, I think Liz's kind of delicateness. And then honestly, that part was made for Jenny.
Automatic.
That bridge, who else could do those 3 lines as well as she did?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Literally. Like I'm thinking
Yeah.
through all the different girl group members, I'm thinking through all the people, like no one from Westlife could have pulled that off.
No.
Like, come on.
No.
So I feel like just that part alone makes this an Atomic Kitten song.
That's
And yeah,
hysterical.
the chorus as well. Yes, I think again it is a bit safe, I would say. Like it just feels like it could be any pop song really,
Mhm.
but there is an anthemic kind of quality to it.
Oh,
And then when they
yeah.
do sing it live, there is that 3-part harmony. Like they always
Oh.
ended the song with like when they performed it with the a cappella
Mhm.
chorus, and that was nice to hear as well.
Yeah.
And then of course, with speaking of the dance of the choreography, you have that little moment for Jenny's bridge where
Oh,
they're
yes.
back to
Infant.
back, just
Yeah.
again, that all those little parts alone elevate the song for me.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I actually really like this one. But I think I'm also biased. So
And that's totally fine. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My score was sitting at a 7.5. I'm willing to bump it up.
Okay.
Need to make that into a gift though. Shock, utter shock.
Well, you do that. How dare you?
How
I
dare
just
you?
do the
Yeah.
cast.
You're right. I do. How dare you? I'm like, so what?
Okay, sorry, I cut you off. What's your actual score?
No, it's totally fine. You're so right. I do. How dare you? 8. I'll give it an 8.
Okay,
I'll bump
I will
it
go
up.
a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up next is Cradle, and this was done by Quiz and LaRossi, Andy McCluskey, Stuart Kershaw, and Peter Strudwick. And this song was released initially in Japan as a single, featuring a simple music video pretty similar to Whole Again with Kerry. And Cradle was eventually partially re-recorded to include Liz and Jenny sharing lead vocals with Natasha for a charity single release in 2005 in aid of World Vision. And Cradle 2005 peaked at number 10 on the UK singles chart.
I could never live one day without your love.
So, Cradle. This one's
Mm,
interesting. How do you like this one?
I love this song, actually. I love the
Yeah.
song. I love a cheesy girl group ballad every once in a while,
Yeah. Yeah.
And this one is so good. There are actually
Mhm.
quite a few iterations of this song, and actually,
Oh.
I think all of them are quite effective. There's like the original demo version on the Japanese release, which is way slower,
Oh my god, yes. For the
right?
snails.
And it sounds like a MIDI file. Like, it sounds like those, like, ringtone midis that you used to buy.
Mm-mm.
But Natasha's vocal is still amazing.
I could never live one day without your love.
Yes,
Just have to say. But of course,
Producers.
once we get to the album version, they amped it up quite a bit. You got these like echoing guitar twangs, just a twinkliness to it all, the strings in there.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's actually kind of funny about the song, I actually used to practice the drums to it a lot
Oh my God, really?
because it has a really difficult bass drum pattern
Mm.
across like 4 counts. And
Okay.
so it was really helpful because it's a ballad.
Yeah.
So it's basically to teach limb independence when you're learning the drums, you're trying to keep your arms separate from each other and your legs like your feet separate from each
Oh,
other. And all
yeah.
4 are supposed to move independently.
Yeah.
So because it's a ballad, I could very easily keep my arms moving slowly on tempo while I like figured out this like really complicated right foot. So I used to listen to this all the time just to like practice the drums. So like I
Oh,
have this
wow.
also maybe slight like just like again I'm biased towards this song because I just listened to it so much as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just a beautiful melody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I love the lyrics as well. Like, yes, they are cheesy, but they're just so sweet and there's just something so warm about it. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I love that it's called Cradle, where yes,
Yeah.
this time the word cradle is used twice, I think, in each verse. But it makes you think still,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad it got a little bit of love, by being a Japanese single release and that it
Yeah.
eventually kind of got a proper single release, even though Natasha was like over it at that point. But yeah, I think just melodically alone,
Yeah.
it is such a satisfying song to listen to.
Mm-hmm. I like this one. This one feels like the focus was more melody first with a slightly more constructed like feel than pure teen pop fluff. Like, that was a mouthful, but that's that. But I think that's like the best way to describe it. Um, Also, this is the kind of title that screams, "Yes, this will be performed in a daytime show, and the moms are gonna love this." Like if you think about cradles, you think about who usually watches daytime television. It's usually women,
Yeah.
and especially during this time. Women, stay-at-home moms,
Yes.
whatever the case is, it's just a lot of young ladies. So I think that's awesome. Rock you like a baby cradled in my arms. Kiss an angel cradled in my wings. Like things like that, like lines about being cradled like that, I appreciate more because the lyrics being the thesis statement within the verse, so that the chorus can breathe without relying on the title being mentioned.
Ooh.
Greatly appreciated. Because I mean, think about it. Like if you think about Smells Like Teen Spirit, that man says my libido a mosquito. That man does not mention deodorant once. Okay, like he just not every time do you have a title do you need to have it be in the song. You just need to have like this is what the song is about.
Uh-huh.
Or it's just something memorable. Like
Mhm.
Smells Like Teen Spirit because that is so random. Or like in the less silly version, Strawberry Letter 23. They don't ever say nothing about nobody's Strawberry Letter.
Mm.
Or no, they do, but it's in the verse. But yeah, I think the music falling away for some strings and harmonies during the bridge is my favorite. Honey, it's simple, it's beautiful. Tosh takes the song home.
Ooh.
And then with the 2005 version, you have the bridge that features Jen and Liz voices, and they sound very delicate and sweet. And there's a tenderness that was required in that part because you are having someone who's giving really heartfelt. But
Mhm.
sometimes your love isn't so like, take you into my arms. Sometimes it's just, here, I'm here for you. I'll hold you. And that's okay too. Both are still forms of love. And I think those voices having different tones, not just because they're a freaking group and you should have it.
Yeah.
Also, sonically speaking, it just sounds so much more emotional, especially when you pair it with the visuals with the children, the kids, and the
Oh, and
babies.
then in Africa as well.
Yes. So cute.
Yeah. I unfortunately though hate the 2005 version.
Oh,
Basically, they took out that awesome drum
oh.
pattern first
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's
so
valid.
I wasn't a fan of that. But also, I mean, look, I agree. I tend to love, good vocal distribution, but
Mhm.
this is Natasha's song.
You know
Like
what?
she is
Didn't-
just
yeah, you're right. Didn't need y'all on it,
look,
but
Liz got her little hoo hoo at the end. Like she got that. That's enough. Like especially with the 2005 version, where they changed the pre-chorus to a gang vocal,
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
no.
don't like that.
Okay, yes, okay.
And then the
valid.
chorus, I think Natasha sang it very, I don't know, she just emoted so well, and they
Yeah,
really popified it
that's
for the
valid.
2005 version. So yeah, I just don't think it's as effective in the single version. Also, as a fan,
hmm
and I'm just kind of ranting, but that was a weird time to be a fan, right?
One.
Because it was very clear Natasha was kind of over it, and they
Mm,
got this opportunity to do a charity single, and like Liz and Jenny did what they could to promote
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but it just you could just tell
She was kind of like ready
it
to
was
go.
just a little, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I will always turn back to the album version.
Oh, album version superior.
Yeah,
Superior.
yeah.
Superior.
Okay, so yes, I give this one a 9.
I will match you with a 9. My favorite ballad on the album. One of my favorites.
Ooh,
Yeah, one of my favorites.
okay.
All right.
Next up is Bye Now, done by Stuart Kershaw, Andy McCluskey, Martin Foster, and Engine. And this song was re-recorded and remixed for the re-release with Jenny. So there's 2 completely different versions of this song.
Okay. Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
like completely.
yeah, no. Like cousins almost, but like twice removed
Right.
versions.
Take this love away from me. Take this love away from me.
Right. This is a great study of like how songs can change and evolve.
Yeah.
You know?
Because there is a K-pop, there's a K-pop groups that are like, oh yeah, this is the this is like the 2000 X version. And you're like, girl, y'all just took this person's voice off the track. Y'all ain't do nothing different.
And yeah,
Like,
then these ones, it's like,
yeah, it's like, oh, wait, hang on. This is very different.
which version do you like more?
Ooh.
This is a
Okay.
debate amongst the Kitten fandom as well.
So if you like the slower version, Carrie's version is slower. It sounds something like for an older woman, you think Spice Girls, right? Like they would have eaten the track up. Like I think we've
Oh,
done enough where I can like it's not sonically different. Like we've done enough Spice Girls content for me to be like, okay, Goodbye kind of leans in this kind of realm. Like it's not the same spice like Jerry put her toe in this one. Like you can't really taste her foot in this because she didn't write it. But I feel like they could have done it, right?
yeah.
Now with Jenny, it's a little bit different. It has a little bit more of a little something going on. There's a little bit
Yeah.
of oomph in it, which I do
Yes.
appreciate. So I think it just depends on how I'm feeling. I think in terms of the emotion of the song and what the lyrics talking about, I might prefer Carrie's version because quote unquote Carrie's version.
Yeah.
When Carrie's part of the group version.
Yeah.
Make that very clear. Sorry before y'all come at
The
me.
era.
The Carrie era. Because I'm just like, I feel like it's just there's something there about the tones of voices that sound really sad and emotional. Liz, like she emotes really well in the chorus. And I think Carrie's harmonizing there at times, right? Like she's on the low.
I can't tell.
I can't tell either, but
Yeah.
there's someone there and it sounds good.
Yeah.
And it makes the chorus sound vulnerable and delicate. And I know this is gonna sound super, super, super random, but like Liz sounded like Vanessa Hudgens in the chorus for like a second, breaking up with
Oh.
Troy Bolton. Like it after the bye now, like the bye now. And she's no, 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 no. It just sounds like it
That's not a
sounds,
bad comparison.
I mean, Vanessa can sing her booty off. Don't get
Oh,
me
yeah.
wrong. I do not agree with half the stuff she says and half the things she does.
Oh, I don't know anything about her.
But she can sing.
Oh,
Just to say,
my.
Bretman Rock read her to filth recently. So, but yeah, I love the bye now. It's so sustained and distant, and it breaks your heart while you're letting go. But yeah, it's so tough because I like Jenny's version too. Oh, okay, it's hard.
They're
It's
both really
hard.
good.
They're both really good. So that says a lot.
Yeah.
Right. But I think as they grew as a group, I can acknowledge that the mid-tempo version of the song fits them better.
Yeah.
Like, because to have all these slow songs, you're going toward Honey's territory.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Honey's is not a bad group, but Honey's did that. You don't need a second coming,
Totally.
They were young and vocally can deliver the emotion. And I think it's good that it's not so slow so it doesn't sound like a complete purposeful attempt at charting at AC. Because I think
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
girl, oof.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do like the original version
Yeah.
because I like the kind of 80s, kind of atmospheric, kind of echoey thing going on
Yes.
because it gives it this kind of ethereal quality, which I think is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I do actually prefer the later kind of more popified version, and I love. I don't know. I think it you still have the emotion of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think having the extra energy there kind of helps. And I like the addition of Jenny's little layer too in the chorus.
Yeah.
Gotta say goodbye now. Like that's a
Yeah.
nice third part.
Yes.
Yeah. Natasha has actually mentioned this song quite a few times, actually, like in interviews. Like when
Oh,
she's
yeah.
ever asked about what her favorites are from the Kitten like back catalog, she often names this one, which I think is interesting.
Mm.
Um, But yeah, I really like it. I think the verse melodies are really nice. And then yeah, there's a definitely um Liz's pleas in the chorus are so well done,
Yeah.
you know. She
Yeah, I
sounds
love
great there too.
it.
Because I think yes, she does belt a lot, and right now she belts a lot in Sia and stuff. But Liz is not
Yeah.
naturally a belter. Like she's more of crooner, I would say.
Mm.
But then when she does get to kind of show those qualities, it does do it really well. She kind of does it less and less, I feel like, as we kind of get through the discography. She
Mm.
kind of leans into the kind of sultrier, kind of softer tone a little
Yeah.
bit more. So it's nice to hear it here. And then I also appreciate, going back to the vocal distribution, Jenny was given the second verse in the tour
Yep.
performance, which I
Yeah. She
appreciated.
sounded good there. So I think it
She
depends on the
did.
song.
Yeah, as we get into it, she found her place for sure.
Yes,
She
she
finds
did.
her place, I will say. Yeah.
Yes.
I will give this one an 8, another 8 for me.
Okay. This is like the emotional cousin to Sia, except this time it actually hurts. So I'll give this one an 8.
Okay.
Up next is Strangers, and this was done by Andy McCluskey, Stuart Kershaw, and Engine. And Strangers is Liz's solo song.
You and I are strangers in our home.
Can I just say that little Oriental, and I'm using that quote, end
Oh,
quote.
the Gu Jung, I think, is what you're thinking of the
Ding, 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 ding.
lucky
Sorry, y'all.
thing.
The
Yeah.
thing with the twang.
Yeah. I think it's a Gu Jung.
Thank you. I'll say
I think my accents are wrong, but yeah.
right. Okay, I'd rather say that than Oriental because it sounds like a rug, and I don't want to do that. But it's giving like a stringed loop. It's very interesting. I don't dislike it. But I don't love it. It's just weird. It just creates a unique sound for the album. But I will say that the production seems to rely solely on the randomness of the guzhong. Just saying, like,
Uh-huh.
dun, 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 dun. I'm like, okay, I don't mind a little dun, dun, twang. But this song, it really feels like the second act, the second song in Act 2 of The King and I, where Anna and King Mongkut have an argument about him getting ready to whip Tup Tim, and she calls him
Very
a bug.
specific.
Yeah, no. And there's a reason, okay? Because this whole song just feels so. You guys think about it. There's always that one song in Act 2 because the show's getting a little like they top heavy. All the good songs are in the first half,
Yeah.
right? That last song before the first act ends, and then the opening song, everyone's singing together, and it's like, and we're back. And then there's this one character that gets a solo, and
In
you're
the
like,
second act. Yeah.
yeah, and you're like,
Totally.
I'm like, I don't know if you needed it, but there might be a quick change somewhere. So this song gives that because I think the biggest part, the best part of the production is the bridge because it gets saved with the strings and it builds and it swells with organs and strings before it bursts. And then Liz belts more. And then it feels like a proper release for her to do her musical theatrics. Like if you hear how big her voice gets, but like how like the song doesn't really go anywhere, but the song gets, I'm sorry, like vocally it doesn't go anywhere else. Like there's no harmonies added, but she gets kind of like, this is my moment. We're strange. Like it's, again, it's giving King and I, she got cast as Anna. I'm not mad at it, but also it was just very,
Yeah.
very musical, like show tuney, but like
Mhm.
not great show tune.
Interesting. I hear show tune. I didn't think about that, but I get it. Interesting. I'm not mad at the Chinese stringed instrument situation.
Not bad.
I mean, it's unique.
Yes.
I appreciate the use of it.
Yes, yes.
As a Chinese person, I guess.
You're Chinese?
Um, um, but I will say it's just as a song, it just doesn't really do much for me. I think Liz sounds
No.
good. I mean, especially that big belt at the end, like in the
Yes.
bridge. That was like, oh,
Yes.
that's a high note.
That's right.
Um, but yeah, I think it's pretty, but I just wonder if they, I don't know. I feel like there's potential to really turn it into something a bit bigger, but maybe they just wanted to end it with something more understated, maybe.
Harmonies, please.
Yeah, I mean, there is this really awkward performance. Because so on the tour, like Liz does it solo. She actually does it with guitar and piano. Did you prefer
Oh,
kind of that live instrumentation as opposed to the guzheng, maybe?
I don't know. It's not the instrument. I just think for
Yeah,
all of this, like, you're relying so heavily on it.
yeah,
And that's the only interesting thing about the song. And that
yeah,
cannot
that's fair.
be, I'm
That's
like,
totally fair. Yeah, so there
uh,
is a performance that I saw. They did like this random gig in Liverpool that made its way onto YouTube in like 240p. But I did watch the whole thing in preparation for this. And Natasha and Jenny are doing these ooh like behind it. And it didn't really do much.
right.
Didn't help, really.
Okay. So the song is
I
just
mean, yes, it probably could have done something a little more creative with the arrangement instead of just um
yeah, an echo of the sentiment,
but
like a strangers, something
yeah,
like,
I think, but look, I think it's a pretty melody, but yeah, I
Mhm.
agree with you. Doesn't do much for me overall. I think it's nice that Liz has a little moment since Natasha has had so many throughout this
Right.
album.
Right.
But yeah, it's fine. I thought you could have ended the album on "Bye Now." Let's be real.
Ooh,
You know?
you know what? That's okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what is your score? You sound a lot more favorable than I do.
I'll give it a 7. It's fine.
All right. I'm sitting at a 6.5.
Okay. So you do get this 1-minute silence at the end of Strangers, which is ironic because we were literally just talking about how CDs used to do this because we
Yes.
just reviewed Jade's That Showbiz Baby Deluxe version where she put a 1-minute silence in front of the
Yes.
last song. And I
Yes.
was explaining to you that they used to do this. So, but in this case, they put it at the end of Strangers instead of the front of Sia. So while I think that's still at least a better choice,
Yes.
it's still annoying because if I had this on a playlist or something, I would
Mm,
still have to sit through 1 minute. Yeah, you'd have
a
to actively
silence.
skip it, But actively just skipping to the next song is easier than skipping directly 1 minute to wait for a song to
Oh
start.
my God. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
maybe Jade should have moved the 1 minute silence to
To
the end of the song before Tar.
yeah.
Just saying.
No. No, I
But
agree.
yeah. Anyway, that's my spiel. Okay, moving on to Sia. Done by Stuart Kershaw, Liz McClarnon, Andy McCluskey, Pete Craigie, and Engine. And this was released as the group's second single in March 2000 and peaked at number 6 in the UK singles chart. And they did put this after the 1 minute silence to signal that this song and the one after represent back then.
Baby, see ya. Alright, wouldn't wanna be ya.
Remember when we had a blonde girl who was like shorter and like a lot louder?
Yeah, that's not right now. That was back then.
Yes. Oh God, we love back then. Back then. You know what? Mm, mm,
Ba,
mm,
ba,
mm.
ba, 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 ba.
I love it in the punching. Wouldn't wanna be. I like screamed in the microphone. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry, everyone.
I hear for the little
Yeah.
step test before
See
that
ya.
though.
Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da. I wouldn't wanna. Oh, yeah. This sounds. Oh, Sia by Atomic Kitten sounds like something that could have only come from the UK. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but something about the
Really? You don't think it's gonna be a Disney song?
that's not a Disney song. How about that? I'll say that.
Mm.
Right? I'm just joking. I'm totally joking. I'm being like so like hyperbolic, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I feel like as a single, without needing a movie, without needing a child, a giant, human-like mouse to promote the song.
Mhm.
I love Mickey. Don't get me wrong. I freaking love Mickey so much. But I love that they just released the song. The girls are young, they're fun. Could this be put in a movie? Absolutely. But we're making this song, period. you know, not like, oh, it's part of a soundtrack, so we have to do it, unless there's some lore we don't know about. But yeah, there's a lot of effort and strategy beneath this bubblegum. Having Liz take lead on this brighter track is a choice. It's not funky, it's not disco or a little bit of R&B tinge or ballad. It's pure pop. And that's important when you have a group, different voices are so I'm like trying to jump ahead a little bit because our biggest complaint is that a lot of K-pop groups, 11 different members and y'all all sound the same.
Yes.
Where it's supposed to give salad, and right now it's just giving soup. I don't know what's inside of it, but I know something is happening at the bottom of my bowl. This is salad. I can
Mhm.
taste my lettuce. I can taste my tomato, and it's giving. I hate tomatoes. Oh my God, I hate tomatoes. But the point is, Liz fits this whole like spunky and carefree thing. Like she's saying, well, there's plenty more fish, like plenty more where you came from. So I think I'll go fish. Like it's so
Yes. That's my favorite
spicy.
line.
Yes. I love it. And it's so fun. And then when you do have the chorus, you do hear a little bit more of Tosh coming in, which I love.
Yeah.
But again, Liz, this is her song. And it's
Yes.
meant to be that.
Forget strangers. She had Sia.
okay, I get it. Like, it's not like we're taking her seriously here, but I think in terms of singing, she's singing with her chest, and there's no bit of mix in there.
Yeah.
It's just like,
No
straight-
vibrato, just
Yeah.
like straight. Yeah.
yeah, made the red dish. I was like, you're gonna go off. And then like, I think the first 30 seconds of the production is the most fun. It has all these odd boinky sounds.
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds like a blue skidoo. Like, I don't know, And then you have it come back around where the bridge vocals would typically go, which kind of makes it fun again. It's just, I don't know, something about it just feels so like Saturday morning cartoon. And maybe that's
Totally.
why I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think these girls have gumption. They're top of the pops performance with the punching. I love it. I love the.
Wow.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting, because I actually don't love this song.
What if How could you? How dare you?
I think because
Uh-huh.
it feels so young that it
Oh.
felt too young for me at the time too.
Oh, you're so cool.
I think that's what it was.
You're so cool.
Like I think it's fun for what it is. I think I was just too old for this, even at that point. You know,
Okay.
like going into like middle school, I guess.
Valid.
I will agree. I love the fish line. just
How dare you? That's
but I
okay.
think, yeah, listening to it now, though, just kind of listening to it a bit more, just like objectively,
Mhm.
I agree with you. I think they knew they were trying to go for the young kids. It's super accessible in that way. And the energy, again, like right now, it's inherent in the backing track already. And they just amplify it so much more with the way that they did the vocal and
Yeah.
how it was written. And I love the little whoos and the come on now and like all those little shouts and stuff throughout
Yeah.
it as well, because that adds to that whole element
Yes.
to it too. Yeah. So yeah, I don't love the song because every time I hear it, I just like, oh my God, this is like made for a kid. But I get what they were going for sure.
And meanwhile, if you look in my room, hang on.
It's okay. I mean, look, I have Pokemon everywhere.
Sure. Okay.
I have Pokemon on my microphone. Like I like the cute things too, but I don't know. Just okay. Now this is just show and tell of all of our stuffed animals. But,
That's cute.
but going into the music video, love the video. I think it's
The video's so
very
fun.
effective. They are just so charismatic,
Yeah.
at this point, right? Like again, it gets very kind of smexy once Jenny
Oh,
joins, and they're still
yeah.
charismatic, but in a different way. Here, where they're just like that little like train
Oh.
trolley situation, and
They're
them just like whipping this giant telescope around.
Yeah.
You get the big bubbles and stuff. Like I thought it was really, really fun just to watch them do their thing. Yeah.
That's so valid. I know. I totally think those moments were great. Moon boots, giant rolling balls, and that huge telescope. And I think I watched it thinking, I want to be friends with them. And that's really important. You got to
Yes.
sell it. That's my big sister. You got to sell it. This
Uh-huh.
song gives what that Japanese album cover was giving.
Yes.
So, yeah, not gonna lie. And you add that punchy dance, honey, I'm sold. That punching.
Yes.
And then also this one here too. This punching one too.
Yes. Bum, 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 bum.
Wow. Honestly, listen, this song is for the girlies. You can meet any gender when I say girlies. It's for the girlies who like the Adventures of Gumball. So as a Gumball fan, this song sits high in my heart.
Okay. What did you give it?
I gave it a I'll give it 8.5.
Okay, I'll do a 7.
How dare you? How dare Up next is I Want Your Love, and this was done by Stuart Kershaw, Liz McClarnon, Jerome Morose, Andy McCluskey, Jimmy Caudy, Ricardo Light, Bill Drummond, Damian Mendes, and Stuart Bradbury. And this was produced by Soul Child. And this samples The Big Country by Cozy Powell, and initial versions of the single also had a sample of KLF's Justified and Ancient. And the song was released as the third single in the UK and peaked at number 10 on the UK singles chart.
Mm.
Okay, so.
Yes. Also, wait, let's give props to Liz co-wrote Sia and I Want Your Love,
Oh
which
my
is
God,
awesome.
yes.
Yes, we love that.
Come on, Liz.
Yes, she was like 16 or something at the time too, which is crazy. Anyway,
You know what? Maybe the goldfish line is her.
let's go.
You
Okay.
know?
So I Want Your Love. I really like I Want Your Love. It's kind of chaotic.
Yes.
But again, it's kind of like I really appreciate Stuart and Andy. Like
Mhm.
I can't wait to do our 101 eventually with Atomic Kitten because a lot of business stuff happened here too. But the two of them, they founded the group. They have the whole A&R vision of it, and they eventually get pushed out, unfortunately. But this is like a great thesis statement for what their vision was,
Oh, yeah.
They use like these weird samples that you wouldn't ever think to use in a girl group pop song. The
Yeah.
structure is kind of all over the place, but it's all very hooky. It's just weird,
Yeah.
but it's just so much fun as
Mhm.
well. Like this sounds like it was so much fun to make.
Yeah.
From making the backing track through to the recording and boom, and doing all these.
I'm so sorry, guys. The
Like
string.
it's so fun, especially listen to the very original version, which I think was still called All of the Right Things. I think.
Yes, it was,
on
yeah.
the Japanese version with the extra sample and stuff. It's
Mhm.
literally giving DDR.
Oh my God. Dude, I put that in my notes too.
Yeah, it has all these like
Yeah.
alien synths and stuff in
Yes.
it, and I was like, oh my God, this was for the Japanese market. Like this,
You know, I legit was like, this is
Yeah.
twice diamond and on DDR. Like,
yeah,
it's
like this is DDR. That's
oh my
like
God, yes.
I love that. I hope that was an inspiration. Like let's make something that's like super energetic and it's just like
Arrows, arrows, arrows,
Yeah.
arrows. Like,
and then you do get this vocal where it's like you get a line, you get a line, you get a line. Then it groups.
yes.
You get a line, you get a line. It's like it's so much fun. You get that little push it, don't push it. You get all these
Yeah.
like fun ways of saying don't push it. Like they
Yeah.
have all these fun ways that they execute that as well. I just think just super super fun. Again, just a little weird, but I think
It
that's what
was.
makes it stand out.
Yeah, it was. I think
Yeah.
for me, I was like, steps. Steps.
Oh, it's a
Um,
little weird for steps.
It is, but I can see but also the influence is mildly there in my brain, right? Because I'm like the harmonies, the pacing of the song in terms of like all of the right things, all of the right things, all of the
Yes.
right things. You can totally stack, H
Totally.
H and that's so hard to do H and Lee's voice. But even get Liz's bigger notes that sound like ones that Claire would hit, So I'm
Totally.
like, oh yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, oh, ooh, ooh. You get these moments where like, wait, is it? No, there's no way. And you hear a note, you're like, okay, I can see this happening. It's a little beyond ABBA on speed, I would say. And I think it's because of the flurry of strings from the sample. And then you
Yeah.
have like this pulsing beat making everything bounce. It's a lot.
It is.
It is. I would say like the original version has like this little breakdown at 140. Let's bring it back to 140. The Girls' Generation shout out. But yeah, in the original version, there's like speaking bits too, and it's so fun because
Oh
like
yeah.
he says, I'm gonna call you that. You said you would call me," and then like it's just so funny. And I will say though, the "I Want Your Love" version, is good because of that boom.
Oh,
Boom. Hang on. It's the head.
yeah.
Natasha's so dramatic. She's like, what the heck? Boom. Drops. It's so dramatic. But I think
Yes.
it's good because of that. And it's fun. And having the girls, like you said, pass the lines is great. You can hear all those tones, but it also makes the song structure feel even more frantic because it's like na 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 na. You know, it's just like I wanna write this. It's so funny. And I would say like for their visuals, it's probably like my favorite one
Oh
so far from
yeah.
this era. Like if you guys are K-pop fans, even if you're not, my advice would be like look at like Uju as like Cosmic Girls. They have like videos like this, but especially Stacy, their first
Oh
song So Bad with like the planet and like the
yes.
little capsules. All I could think was wow, like these girls are stranded on an island and they're dancing their little butts off. That's what Stacy did in the So Bad video.
Yeah.
And I just love how like they're standing there being like Star Trek baddies. Because it's not Star Wars.
Yes.
It's not. But they
Correct.
being Star Trek baddies. They're like, oh, live long and prosper. Smizing at the camera. And then Kerry's hilarious because she is falling all in this room. I'm like, girl, y'all have already crashed. What are you doing? But it's so fun. And then the dancing and the way it was filmed, like everything is just
Yes.
so energetic and fun and fresh. And it feels like, wow, I wonder what would have happened if the girls would have kept, if Carrie would have stayed and it would have kept like this high octane
Yes.
kind of, because Atomic Kitten space, it just sounds like a superhero, you
Yes.
know, like, and the dancing was so fun. The dance break was really cool. It was a little weird, I would say, at one point, because the dance break went from like sound effects and then like it was like a cool beat and then went to like crack, 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 pushing and like, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all bodies? It sounds like bones. Um, but but it was still fun. Like we were trying, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
I agree
think it's
with that
great.
point. I mean, like kind of what I was trying to say, like
Mhm.
it is a little sad that they never went back to let themselves be as experimental as this song
Yeah, I think that's
later
it.
on. Like again, I do like how slick it got. I do think they're great albums. But yeah, in another timeline, it would have been very interesting to see if they let themselves keep this part of their sound alive as well.
Mhm. That'd be so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, the choreo, I mean, so much jumping, so much thrusting,
Oh, yeah,
lassoing,
yeah,
the it's a lot.
it's ridiculous. The
But very
thrusting and the
entertaining.
shimmies.
Oh my god, yes. So yes, I give this one a 9. How about you?
Oh, I'm a bit of a CRACK head. So I'm it was 1 to 10. This is like my type
Ooh.
of song. Maybe a 9.5 if I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's as good as right now. Nah, it's good. Give it a 10. It's good. I like
Yeah,
it.
nice. Okay, so that concludes the standard version, the
Mhm.
2001 re-release
Oh,
of
wow.
Atomic Kittens right now. I
Yeah.
do hope that if they release a definitive version of this album, it would be like 50 songs. Like that.
Jesus.
These songs have
Yeah.
so many different versions. There's all these
Yeah.
B-sides. It's crazy. This era is just wild. But yeah, now we're at our cut or keep section.
Oh,
So, if we had to cut a song off this album, what would we cut and why?
okay. If I had to cut a song, I mean, I feel like Strangers is an obvious one, but if I was
It
thinking about
is.
like a group,
Yeah.
oh God, if I was thinking about a group song that needed to go, it would probably be one of my sevens, right? Let me see. You can make me
Oh, this is
whole.
hard actually. As I look at this album, I think it's actually pretty well sequenced.
Yeah, you know what? Strangers can go.
Yeah, I think I might have to go with Strangers as well.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
do
actually
anything
really
for them.
hard for me to choose any of these other ones.
Yeah, because I don't dislike anything as strongly as Strangers. Like even with my like, I love getting to know you, getting to know all about you. I love King and I, the King and I.
Mm.
But what we're not going to do is have a song that was a reject from that musical from like 100 years ago. So we're gonna go.
All right, for keep. Um,
Ooh. Ooh.
okay, I'm not gonna choose the obvious ones here.
Let me guess.
I
Let's
mean,
get
does
real.
Cradle count as an obvious one? It was like kind of a single.
It's hard because everything kind of feels like it was a single.
I know. Okay, if I had to choose a song that was never a single in any way or form,
Capacity, right?
I think I would maybe choose Tomorrow and
Tomorrow and
Tonight.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking too.
or By Now, actually.
By now. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. By now, I'll choose by now. If you're not
Okay.
gonna, yeah, I'll do by now.
Okay.
'Cause as you mentioned it, yeah. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through and I'm like, they kind of were like, let's promote everything. we
Yeah.
got to lose our jobs. Like that's what.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay, so overall thoughts. This is your first Atomic Kitten album.
To finally have the songs to the name, 'cause I love the name Atomic Kitten. I'm like, honey, I don't know what an atomic kitten is, but I want some atomic kitten, whatever that is. So yeah, I think that's really fun. I like that. I think it fit them as what they thought the girl group was going to be. I think it was well thought out. I think when the songs were energetic, they were super energetic. When they were ballads, they were really good ballads as well.
Yeah.
And although I did not care for Hall again, y'all can take that and oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. I understand where it fits in their whole thing. And also if you think about the time when music came out, like being a serious like pop artist, it's kind of important. You want to be cool and taken seriously. So I get it why it fits for their whole trajectory. But I think with what they did from like being super energetic and then being able to fit into this whole like mature thing is a testament to who they had in that group. Because without Natasha to kind of ground them, like yes, Liz
Mhm.
can sing, but I think there is something to be said when you have most of your ballads being led by this chick who has like this really raspy voice.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
Liz can sing her face off, but if you would have gotten more girls to kind of like come behind Natasha, what would have it had sounded like? And it would have just sounded like any typical pop.
Yeah.
Having those two, there's something. It's like salt and pepper. Like, yeah, it's too salty. Yeah, it makes me sneeze a little bit, but together, delicious. Not that salt and pepper
Mhm.
is the only seasoning y'all should be using on y'all food.
You need
Just
other
saying.
things as
Yeah,
well.
and these other things too. Yeah.
Enter Jenny.
Oop, hello.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think it's a good album, solid album.
Yeah.
Curious to hear the rest now.
Yeah, I'm really excited to talk about the other two. I'm probably going to go listen to the other two now. Just because now I'm in like an Atomic Kitten mood.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, going off what you were saying, like Natasha is genuinely one of the best voices of that time.
Uh-huh.
And like she's now been releasing solo music, so I'm just excited just to hear her voice because it's matured really nicely as well. Like I
Yeah.
think technically it's gotten even better. Her range has gotten even bigger. Like it's kind of crazy. Um, and yeah, I think just thinking about this whole era, like as a like business wise, it's crazy.
Oh my god,
Just
they went
kind
through a
of what
lot.
they went through.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, just props to Andy and Stuart. I really appreciate that they had a vision because especially now, we're talking a lot about current groups,
Yeah.
current artists, and it's like you need to figure out your sound. They're just
Yeah.
throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And in this case, it was complete opposite. They had a very, very clear vision and they weren't
Mhm.
scared to experiment a little bit and play
Yeah.
around with different sounds and different instruments and stuff. So I just think that's cool. It's a unique album.
Mhm.
Like I couldn't name another album that sounds like this,
Yeah.
really. And I think
Yeah.
that's what's so cool. I could say, when you get to the other two albums, a lot of girl groups and a lot of pop tried to copy what they were doing. And that's why they became a
Mm.
lot of what was kind of like the base of what pop music was, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Cool.
so, and like, for example, the Saturdays, like they sound like to me a very clear evolution from Atomic Kitten.
Oh, again, I only came in like on
Kind of
your
like
radar.
kind of
Oh
safe-ish,
wow.
but really
Yeah.
good, like
Yes.
dance pop,
Okay.
essentially.
That's valid. No, that's so
Yeah.
valid. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's been fun for me going back to this, like I mentioned, just because I just kind of know where they go,
Yeah.
and they strayed quite far from this.
Mm.
But this as a standalone project is super strong.
Mhm.
So yeah, as a whole, I will give it an 8.5.
Oh, nice. I will give it I did have some low scores on there.
Yeah.
So I have to give it an 8.
Nice.
So let us all what is Atomic Kitten fans called? Atomic Dogs. That's a George
What's the opposite of atomic?
massive. I don't know, like he was opposite of Atomic. Yeah.
Non-atomic.
Y'all
The
try harder.
non-atomic dogs.
The non-atomic dog. The
The
nuclear dog.
molecular dogs.
Molecular. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if Atomic Kitten has a fandom name, but we're going to call each other Molecular Dogs. So Molecular Dogs. What do you all think of Atomic Kitten's debut album? Let us know in the comments and tell us what other artists or albums you'd like for us to review next. And a huge shout out to our CCTV crew on Patreon. That includes Lily, Emily, George, Julianne, Jonathan, Janelle, Jasmine, Darius, Ren, Jesse, Hillary, Ellie, Luke, and Phoenix. Caw-caw! We generally could not have done any of this without y'all. Thank you so much. You can follow us everywhere at CCTV Pops. If you are watching on a YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. And if you are listening on a podcast app, a follow or a rating, 5 stars, 5 stars, really helps. Until next time, that's Chris.
That's Chantel.
And we're signing off from CCTV, the nonstop pop show. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.